な羽だってあんじゃない。秘密にして守るのがいいんじゃない。誰にも邪魔されず華麗に咲いている。甘い願いにやまない、その判断がくだらない。気に病んで下を向かないでいて。愛になれちゃいない、無駄に飾らない。霧にされた花瓶も肥やしも何もいらない。その姿が美しい花になって、ほら握る笑って、その顔にゾクゾクして目が離せない。初めにして君の毒は私を作りて、素手で投げるから笑って。
始まりはいつもそう、
今生の空の下、
違いを立てて今僕は歩き出す。
銀色に光る砂漠、ダイヤの花を探して
endless storm, ticking clock. I walk away from the soundless room. Windless night, moonlight melts my ghostly shadow to the lukewarm room. Nightly dance of bleeding swords reminds me that I still live. I will burn my dream. I once ran away from the god of fear, and he chained me to despair. Yeah, burn my dream.
Oh no, I didn't hit the button. No, I am the cuck. Can I have points since I'm here first? I
It's
actually
on
look.
top chat.
What?
Top chat.
Chat? What?
It's on top chat.
I'm like, I actually looked up a thing where the first person,
yourself, you baby!
the first person that dug exclamation point first would get extra points, and then I went no, so no, you don't get it. While we doing the guy with the horrible editing, he can't sit still for a minute. Oh, never mind. Thank God. Okay, it was a different person, I guess.
Yeah, who is that person? Is it that super fast editor?
Yes. You got to put Key to the Starry Heavens arc on this list for Fairy Tail. Oh no, am I getting sick? Tartarus is terrible, along with the final arc or 10 Row Island. Most of the arcs in Fairy Tail are terrible. Fairy Tail is my guild and your guild.
Oh my goodness.
Those stink. A lot of emotes. I love Fairy Tail, and even I will tell you it's not a very good series. Yeah, you can always love something, and it be the stinky.
Certainly not better than One Piece.
BG Scam, that's false. Hey LX, do you plan on doing other collabs in the future? I really enjoyed the Kaiser Shonen one. Yeah, we're always down for collabs.
Yeah, I just don't want to ask people. Seems kind of weird.
You thought I was gone, but I'm back.
All of our little brothers have expressed interest in coming on.
Yeah. So maybe you'll see them as well one day.
On a proper revisit and not like just a tier maker. Except for Chris.
Yeah, Chris can suck it. Scam BG and Simp DA.
I don't see where the S comes from. Yeah, I don't agree.
Hey DA and BG. Sup?
Hey DA.
Hi.
What?
What arc in Fairy Tail would you say is the closest to being good?
I was gonna say Heaven's Arena, but no. The one that Gagio was introduced in.
Yep, that one's pretty good.
The Get Lucy Back. I also had the Rockman and Lizana.
Still though,
Avatar. The first,
whichever one they got stuck in the building and couldn't get through the door. That arc, I think, as a whole, that arc was pretty good.
Maybe the arc right after the time skip because it was so short.
Phantom Lord.
Get in and get Phantom Lord. That was it. Get in and get the out. No, it was not Phantom Lord though. It wasn't Heaven's Arena. Mm-hmm. It definitely wasn't the Arasion Says.
No, that was terrible.
It definitely wasn't Edalus. It definitely wasn't the Grand Magic Games.
No, that was terrible. What's up, Leo, Dutch, Neo, Det, Jay, Hungers, Carlo, Hope, Aries, Do Hansen, Priscilla, Ruiner, JCJ, Jet Blaze, Soul, Victory Greymon, Hope for re-upping. Walking L. Not you, Corey. You.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Corey, but he went to work. And
Master Jinx.
He didn't.
Keep talking. Thoughts on Persona 3 Reloaded? I forgot it came out. And I opened up my Xbox and went, oh, I had it set to automatically installed, and it's automatically installed. And I will play it, but my God, Infinite Wealth.
Whatever the first video that's put in, that's what we're doing first. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's too far down a pipe that it's not even worth even thinking about.
Admit Fairy Tail is an amazing anime. Oh, it's definitely amazing. I just finished Shaba Odi, and all the Straw Hats just got separated. Now I'm about to start Amazon Lily. I randomly was like, I really want to read Amazon Lily again, and I just randomly reread it like a few days ago. It's a good arc. The soundtrack for Fairy Tail is pretty good. Absolutely,
yeah, I agree.
I saw Fairy Tail first, so that's what we're starting with first. Boop, boop, boop. We are talking about Admit It, Fairy Tail is an amazing anime.
Lily did another Spike's Family video. She said weebs don't have a word for it. When she showed the tags for it on Crunchyroll, the first tag was fucking comedy. It was before shonen. I can't.
She's not great. This is by 414 Anime. What's with those numbers? Because originally I was like, oh, the 411 Anime, but now that I'm actually looking at it, it's 414 Anime.
So Fairy Tail is actually a really good anime.
False.
Did you even watch it, bro? Fairy Tail always gets the hate for fan service, the power of friendship, etc., etc. So we look into that. Yeah. And then we got all of our normal descriptions. Oh no. Oh no. What? This must be an AI generated.
Nobody's listening to you, cuck!
This seems about because it's pretty long. In this video, 414 Anime is doing an anime deep dive into the argument why Fairy Tail is good anime. Join 414 Anime as he talks about the controversy Fairy Tail is involved in regards to it's just a deeper. It's very long. It's long.
Yeah,
it's fine.
We're not looking at it.
It's fine. No, it's not. It's not good. It's not even pretty good. It's not even okay.
Nope.
It's quite bad. And that's about as good as you can say for it.
Unless they have something else to say about it.
They can't. And it's it might simply just be clickbait to put better than One Piece. Or maybe they do better things than One Piece within it, but it's not better overall. But whatever the case may be, nah.
I'm going to be real straight with you off the bat. Fairy Tail is a very good anime. A great anime. Nay, an amazing, awe-inspiring anime that literally stole my heart.
Says, did I make it for Mark Month?
You've answered. What do you want the answer to be?
Yes, you did.
Whatever you want it to be in your heart, you rock it.
Inspiring anime that literally stole my heart from the very beginning.
You said that you wanted to join the Fairy Tail Guild, didn't you? So let's go.
It's dumb. How is this stealing your heart? There's no requirements to join in the Fairy Tail Guild. Okay.
The Phantom Thieves couldn't steal a heart this quickly.
Pew, pew, pew.
Tie-ins. Is loud? Yeah, I thought the audio that he was spitting was loud. All right, let me turn them down.
Yeah, I don't think that his...
What?
There's no trials, no tribulation, no test, nothing. She just walks in. And that feeds into the whole we accept everybody. But
I've already turned it down.
I don't think that that's enough. To be like, this is awe-inspiring. This is capturing my heart that they'll just let anybody in to literally the most prestigious guild in Fiore. Strong, weak, whatever. So somebody weak rocks up and they fail a bunch of R-rank missions, and then they're just like, Fairy Tail kind of sucks. I just asked them to go get me some eggs, and they just didn't.
They broke all the eggs.
Wouldn't that lower it? So there should be something that allows you into Fairy Tail. instead of just walk right in.
I like right there.
Like, yeah, I truly love Fairy Tail, and I have never really
Three hungers for
understood
host
the needless
says,
hate that.
guys watching in dub immediately discards video.
I think the dub was good. I
Yeah,
only
the
watched
dub
it in
was
dub.
fine.
Never really understood the needless hate that is thrown at it. Like, it's always the butt of the joke, and for the love of everything in this world, if I ever see, oh, but One Piece is bad as an
Pause.
argument.
How much have you engaged in the conversation to know what they're talking about?
Yes.
Because if you're just going to attack the fan service, the power of friendship stuff, there are a lot of deeper story-based issues. Like, you don't introduce something like the Unison Raid and introduce it as this is something that monks take their entire lives to do. And then this chick who just joined the Fairy Tail Guild 2 arcs ago and has had zero meaningful interactions with Lucy, she does it with her. You shouldn't do something like that because it cheapens the thing that you've established as something that is difficult to obtain.
Or a reply to anything about this topic, or just about Fairy Tail or anime in general for that matter, then I'm just confused. Yes, you
Oh yeah, I should take that one away since we're not Demon Slayer in it.
love One Piece, good for you, I'm very pleased for you, truly, but what in the actual frig does that have to do with me saying anything about me enjoying Fairy Tail? Like, it's the same
Pause.
people that tell you, like,
Absolutely fine. Don't listen to the people that say One Piece is better.
Yeah.
Listen to the people who says One Piece is better because.
Yes.
Listen to the people that go, I prefer One Piece. Listen to people that go, have you seen one? What have you seen? Don't just, I like One Piece, click, 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 and then you're just moving on.
oh yeah, One Piece gets good after 300 episodes, but I bet you they've only watched like
No.
5 episodes of Fairy Tail. Like,
What about Urza, who has an armor that can affect the physics of magic? What about it? It's just there, and we don't know how she got it. So whenever she just gets another armor, we just have to assume that she's always had it in her stock, or she just got it.
What's up?
Oh no.
Y'all really actually came over here?
Guys,
No, this is not the
a
time to be
mistake.
doing it.
A-list exists.
We
Not
don't-
all-list exists.
We don't have the time to be doing it.
We
We don't have
Either of
anything-
y'all seen Fairy Tail?
We don't have
Yeah.
anything set up.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
We don't have any audio set up. We don't have any video
That don't
set
mean
up.
nothing.
I sent it up to the edit line. Video for what?
That's
Rock
not
City
enough.
boy.
Rock City Boy
Chris,
suck.
Yeah, Chris Sweet. What is this? No.
Dude.
Brother Sweet.
I-
Brother Sweet.
No, there's no brother sweep. Get out.
Hey.
No, get out.
Why
Bro.
not introduce the concept of them months coming in? I materialized them.
This is. Stop saying Rock City Boy.
Only count on me, yeah. I want to believe this thing gonna be more recently. Please no birthday beats, but next year. I'm around on something like bottle. I was like that with a black that bottle. When I say, oh, you say, hey, I'm really trying to say.
The fact that you know that much about it is completely unbelievable. I can't believe you just rapped a part of Rock City Boy.
I can do it again. The boys are back in town.
There's no boys. There's no back. There's no
We
time.
are the Rock City boys.
Can y'all leave?
Press play.
Nobody's listening
You
to
can't
you.
hear
You
it.
can't hear it.
Listen
You
to
see,
you.
we have
I'll
headphones.
listen to it on the stream then.
That's a delay like a mother. What are you
When
doing?
I got points, I'll come in and be like, oh, yeah.
You suck. This sucks.
Mommy the goat
Give me
says,
your headphones.
never
then.
mind, I don't want Mark month, I need brothers month.
There's no. Why would I give you my headphones? If we were set up for it, I could have had some more splitters or
You
something.
offered.
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
the
but not
literal.
now.
Not 2 days later.
You did. No, you said Saturday. I said cool.
No, I said we were streaming Saturday.
I
I said
be
don't
there.
come.
Yeah.
Don't be here. There's nothing here for y'all.
Let's get
We
him.
would need a pointed. We would need one that y'all have some type of interest in.
Do a Naruto one.
Oh, we
Yeah, hit us up on the Naruto one. Yeah, we
yeah,
got
come
Naruto.
for a Naruto one. We're not
No
doing a
Daigo
Daigo.
night.
No,
I like Fairy Tail.
that's a problem, then, because we don't get out.
I can
then we would just be arguing a point. We wouldn't even be
I'm not
listening to the
Chris.
video.
They don't even know his mom. They're just like, yeah, somebody's here is Chris.
And Alfonso, you can't spell.
There's no Brothers Month. Get them out of
I mean,
here.
there could be.
There won't be. Get them out.
Do the Mark Naruto video and I'll be here.
That 11-hour piece of
The Web Commander.
what is the what?
Why do y'all keep saying
Weed
Chris,
Commander.
man?
Dude.
Weed. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't read.
It's always nice having a brother. No, it's not. Get them out of here. Thank you for the super chat.
Shout out Silver Soul, Silver Heart Soul. The community frown said we hereby dub you Dress the Dragon. Hey, that is Corey. Yeah.
Oh wow, why do they know Corey?
Oh, hey Chris.
Yeah, Chris, no!
Chris, sleep.
There's no Chris sleep. You were asleep. Chris sleep.
No, hey, let the people know, Chris. Hey, look, I see Corey Sweet.
There's no Corey sweeps.
I was asleep, then I suddenly heard
Chris
Corey.
Sweet.
Get him out of here.
Chris
It's a
Sleep.
madhouse.
It's crazy. I didn't believe it.
Oh, well, then you clueless. And Corey said, yeah.
And Corey said in his stream, we're on our way, and I ain't believe it.
It's Peanut also. I'm also here.
No, you're not. And they're going to misspell it. Get out of here.
Yeah, I will correct them.
It's P-nut.
No, it's not. It's P-leave.
I think.
We will bring them on at another time.
At an appropriate
All
time.
we need is splitters and the headphones.
Yes.
And the proper topic.
Yes.
Corey can talk about anything. Hey, shout out Blaze. My God.
There's no Blaze shout out.
Shout out Nami.
There's no Nami shouts out.
Corey Sweet.
There's no Corey sweet.
Can I get a peanut mop?
There's no peanut mop. What are we doing?
I'm trying to start something.
Nut sweet. What are we doing? Peanut mop. Why are we calling for a peanut mop?
Press play and turn on the caption so we know what
What? It's not even. It's a downloaded video. It's not even YouTube. I can't even do that on this.
Happy Black History Month.
No, screw the black people. Get out.
Hey!
I'm for black people. I can say that. Isaiah, don't do this. Don't do this. What are we doing here?
Say we gotta split the $20.
No, there's no splitting. You guys can split by leaving.
$20, I'll leave.
No, I'm not giving you.
I'm not leaving.
What type of bribery?
It's not a bribe.
What are we doing?
Yeah, Predator.
What? What?
Hey, yo, Uncle Ruckus.
There's no Uncle Ruckus. What? Get LTG. Get out of here.
What's LTG?
Low tier guy. You don't even know.
Oh.
One of the best streamer ever.
He is hilarious. Can y'all go now so we can continue our video? Thank you.
This is another top tier stream.
Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to
They're
them.
going to say whatever they want
The
to make us
fans are
laugh.
always wrong.
Divine Instinct
Hey,
Goku,
look,
Ultra
man,
SM
man.
Goku, True
Don't just
Divine
leave.
Instinct
Thank you
Goku.
for the super chat, Isaiah, but leave everybody. Oh my God, they're so cool. You're lying to them. Get them out of here.
I came over here to stream, and guess what I'm gonna do?
You've already streamed technically. Corey, what are you doing? You can't even hear it.
Hey,
You don't got the money for it, you broke piece of baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him.
Let that echo. Yeah, let that echo. Corey, you ruined it.
Y'all don't want this.
Yeah, let
in
that
particular.
echo. Don't let that happen. We need a Corey and Chris stream.
No, we don't.
Recommend a Naruto video and I'll be back.
Don't do Daigo Night.
You have our
Oh,
login. You can see what we got.
Corey, I think we could do a Daigo night.
Don't do a Daigo Night.
Hey, viewer request day. Request Daigo night and we'll do it.
Don't do
Today.
Daigo Night.
Today.
Hey, soon as over, they gonna do Daigo night.
We're not doing none of that. What are we
You're
talking
not. They are.
They're not doing none of that.
C-list is this.
Where'd the B go? Well, we do have
What
a
does
B
it
list.
stand for?
Crack. Crack list is this.
Why are people?
Well, I think there's only one tier on that, and it's crack.
B list is it. I forgot.
What does the A stand for?
A, the letter A.
That's it?
Yes,
Cotton
it's
can
a
be
list.
hooked
It's
as
not A list.
Penis butt balls.
It is A list exists.
Don't do it
No.
for him, Hope, because he's a broke boy.
Appreciate it.
The penis butt balls.
Martin Luther King didn't die for us. I forget. Yeah. You're right, mommy.
No, he died after a pillow fight. Get out of here.
Hey, yo, stop. Don't bring that up, man.
The man, he made his decisions.
Yes.
Y'all don't like to have fun?
Sure, but I'm not gonna pick up a pillow and just have raucous fun in a suit and then get shot to death.
I hope
Dutch
not, at
says,
least.
Oh,
Thoughts on the
latest
latest
MHA chapter. You know you like to talk about that.
It didn't come out this week.
Dutch, you're fumbling, bud. The latest. He didn't say the one that just came out.
He didn't.
Stop hitting the
Can we
bools.
get back to
Can
what
we
we
get
were
with-
doing?
Oh, yeah. Nothing's stopping you. Let them see if they want us to leave. And
No, I don't know what they want.
Oh, make a poll.
I'm not making a poll. Get out of here.
Cyberman War.
Why are you just saying people's names?
Boom.
We're not doing the
Boo
booze.
this man.
How
Boom.
did this happen?
Boo this man.
Normal revisited.
Normal regular revisited. Trying to get it done. No, we're not booing. Stop saying people's names.
Arcadia.
What are we doing?
Big J. Big J.
This is what a revisited with them would be.
You're just saying the other. What's up?
Boo this man. Alfonso.
You were about to say Alfredo. Go.
JCJ. What a party.
There's no party. Get out.
Let them stay.
No.
Red screen. What you mean?
Yeah, rip the stream. Yeah, rip the stream. Piss.
This is peak. That's what
There's no peak here.
Alfonso said this is peak.
There's a valley and the booze are still going.
This is the Gear 5 of Stream.
No.
Chapter 1047 of Stream.
No.
Peak bummery.
Yeah, peak bummery. Tomatoes. That's what.
Tomatoes.
Hey, block him.
What?
I got you, Big Nine. Thank you.
Can we go back to
Good
talking
looking.
about fairy tale? Soul, stop super chatting during this. There's no revolution. Thank you for the super chat. Leave.
There is no revisited with these buffs. They don't know how to act. All right.
I do. Give me a script.
We don't script it. We've never scripted it. I'm just gonna hit play.
That's not gonna work.
I'm just gonna hit play.
Can I have this magnet?
Yeah, take the magnet, Peanut.
Hey, that's not my streaming name.
What did you said? Call a you Peanut.
This one's for you,
Seriously. Now, I understand that everyone is entitled
Cotton
to their
Candy
own
Hope says,
opinions.
they know how to act up.
This isn't gonna work.
I told you it wasn't gonna work.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Just Corey nodding in the corner like he agrees with whatever. This is worthless. This is worthless content.
Earl, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so very much. You too.
That means you too.
I said weird.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, calm down. I don't like the reviews I'm getting. Hey, who is Victory?
Victory Greymon. The end. Thank you.
Block him.
No.
Block him or I won't leave.
Oh
And
my
I'll
god.
call such a ruckus.
I'll time them.
How long?
It's a
500 seconds.
I think it's a 5-minute time.
Give him 3
No, but
days.
Also, they recently changed it so you can.
Oh yeah, that you can actually do it for a certain amount of
3
time.
days.
Oh yeah, okay, you can.
And give Predator some more points too.
Fine.
You can't come here and start
Fine.
making
Now
demands like
leave.
this.
I will give them 1 minute and Predator get some points. Leave.
Let me see it.
Look. Boom.
I can't see nothing.
It's down there. Time. Look right here. Message deleted because they're time.
Where?
Down here. Bottom. That chat. Time.
All right.
The points.
And keep talking. Give them some points too.
What?
First person to answer this Naruto question gets 1,000 points. Why didn't Madara and Kabuto revive the Hokages?
That's an easy question.
I don't know the answer. He doesn't know.
Who are the people I'm giving points
Oh.
to? Predator and keep talking.
Yeah, Predator, keep talking. Nobody answered it. Who dumb? Racism wrong. Who dumb?
But that's also true.
Keep talking. They need a snake guy, but why? The reproduction cell gives Soul 1,000 points. They were all sealed. Their souls were sealed. He couldn't get to them.
We knew.
Orochimaru had to
Neo
sacrifice
Arcadia
4 Zetsus.
Iconic
Never
peak of
forget.
ALX.
Hey, I remember
That happened
Nightfall.
when you watch Daigo.
That's what
Night.
happened when you watch Daigo Night. Naruto rewrite. Check me out.
Check him
Hey,
out.
get Nami some points too.
What? I can't keep giving people
Why
points.
not?
You shouldn't have never agreed to it. In
I
the
just
first
want
place.
them to leave. And
Hey,
this
he
is the
said
way.
1,000. That's 2.
Yeah, because he answered a question. Everybody else is getting 1,000 that y'all are saying.
I got you, Nami. Don't
The
even trip.
economy.
The economy, yo.
Give me some points. Oh, I remember Carlo too. Give me like 500.
What? Why?
Cause Carlo, my God.
He's trying to gain favor with the audience.
No,
This is pure bribery. This is crazy.
100%.
He's throwing out candy to kids and going vote for me.
You know it, Predator. Don't even trip. I got you.
He already got points. Get out.
Priscilla, I love you.
Carlo got like 79,000 points. He don't need no more.
Take 1,000 away.
There you go.
Sorry, Carlo, you lost, bud.
This is
How
not how
many
this was
points
supposed to go.
Alfonso got?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
So what do you got? You just saw him there about screen.
Yeah, and we said
4,100. Look at it. 45 people just asking for 10 points.
Drop Alfonso in half.
Half Alfonso.
You know,
This is y'all king, by the way.
I don't care. Jay, look at Jay's points after that. Because he's talking about scam.
Jay has
I'm not Chris.
200 points.
Take him.
Take 200 points away from
Take
him.
him. I'm not Chris. Who called you Chris? Jay. Yeah, take him.
Sorry, Jay. I'm Chris. I am the brother.
It's not clipping his nails. He's playing with the magnet. He's playing with a magnet.
Hey, oh, this is a top 10 screen right
It's not a top. It's an awful stream. Leave.
Sorry. I apologize, Jay. I got a little ahead of myself. Y'all ruled for too long.
No, we ruled enough.
I haven't ruled anything.
What's wrong, Blaze? What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong.
No, leave.
Tell me what's wrong.
Leave.
I'll make it right. Just tell me what's wrong.
No, leave.
I swear I'll make it right.
We're not making it right. We're not making anything.
Master Jake says, I don't need One Piece to explain why Fairy Tail is bad. In fact, I finished Fairy Tail and only seen up to Enu's lobby in One Piece. Fairy Tail is bad on its own merits. Get out, guys, please.
Hey, Corey, give everyone here 1,000.
No, no.
He said it.
Corey's not doing anything.
Corey has no control over
He
this.
said it.
No.
Can you search up creative username? Man,
Yeah.
keep talking. It's not even Chris talking that much. It's me. It's Peanut.
I literally just woke up.
You have 800 points, Corey.
Yeah, give me some more.
No.
Yeah, why not?
Why would I?
You give everyone else points.
Because I'm trying to get y'all to leave.
Give me points and I'll leave.
I'll give you a point. That means leaving.
He did say that.
No, 2 points, because that's points technically.
Yeah, shout out Nightfall. I remember you from last stream.
Can you leave now? Everyone's satiated.
Take him.
Nobody's listening to you, you cuck. Yes, thank you. Please leave so we can finish our actual video. Thank you. And then you just gambled it.
Let me see if I got any problems. Oh, you're pocket watching.
I'm literally being forced to watch Pocket.
Dang, it went down to 0. Hey, Nightfall, you didn't say hello.
This is not typical at all.
This is so not what we do.
Hey, Dutch, they told me I gotta go, man.
Yes.
They got us in chains, but if I see 5 people say stay, I'm
No! Yeah, I swear to God. Matter of fact. Yeah, Glee.
I'll put a magnet to your TV. How about that?
Don't do that. I ain't got time for another TV broken.
Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
You got 3 black men in chains. That's Nami. You speaking real.
Or you know what would be real if y'all left.
All right. You know, honestly, the viewers are going up. That's the
worst part. Get out.
That's the crazy part.
Hey guys, get out, please. Thank you. Thank you, Jinx, for the super
Money
chat.
attached to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Just time my 5 minutes. I'm gone. I promise. I'll walk out the door right now. Yeah, I'm out. F you, Jinx. Bye, guys. I'll still be in the chat as creative username. Check me out. Give me points.
Untimed Jinx.
Can I even?
I think you can.
No, you can't. Oh, but I can change the timeout duration?
Add it.
I don't know. We'll see in a second.
Go back to the 3 dots.
That just removes it. Yeah.
Kind of lame.
We'll see.
Freedom!
Unbelievable.
Move this man!
Let's go back a few seconds.
This is not a peak stream.
This is airtight.
Y'all, I'm telling
Alfonso
you, as much
Rodriguez
as y'all
says,
don't want
"So
Chris
cancel
Sweet,
stream."
y'all don't want that. That's not anything.
Episodes of Fairy Tail, like, bro, seriously. Now I understand that.
This is what I wanted to say. He's really attributing what people experience as far as One Piece and Fairy Tail. He's going, you watched 300 episodes of One Piece to where it gets good, but probably only watched 5 episodes of Fairy Tail. How do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Most could have watched the entire thing and came to the same conclusion.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. This here is, in fact, my opinion on the matter, but I feel Fairy Tail gets hit more than any other anime for the most ridiculous reasons. Reasons that I'm sure most people heard like one person say and thought, oh, it's cool to trash on Fairy Tail, let's go. And if you
I don't like arguments like that where you just assume that they stem from one person. If you talk to somebody and they don't have a follow-up to the fan service Too Bad or Power of Friendship, then that's not their own opinion. But somebody like us can formulate exactly why we think Fairy Tail is bad and give the reason and give the in episodes or chapters or the moments or whatever. I don't think it is right to just lump everybody in that one little pile.
Z-Man, our brothers came over and we couldn't do a second more of this.
Outside of just legit forcing them out. Like your door doesn't have a lock and they would have just been knocking.
would like it because it just doesn't vibe with you, then cool. But it's never that simple with Fairy Tail because it's never, oh, you know, I tried it, but I just didn't get on with it. It's always the same things being trashed on in the most unoriginal way.
Okay, do you need original arguments for something being bad? If something is bad and 1,000 people point out the thing that's bad about it, does that mean that the thing is just now not bad? It's
say
bad.
The argument is tiresome, but don't you think that you should listen to that argument? Like maybe there is some credence to this. And engage with it.
So, speaking of unoriginal, I'm going to be looking at these popular reasons for hating on Fairy Tail, and I shall argue those points from my experience with the show, as well as letting you know what is so damn good about it. Why? Well, I literally just finished watching the show for the first time ever, and as someone who, you know, is usually on the fence when it comes to people's opinions, I just feel so strongly about this one that, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Let's start with the very obvious, which is the power of friendship. And yeah, this is without a doubt one of the dumbest things that this show is disliked for. Like, name me a shonen anime that does not include the power of friendship.
Here's the issue, though. It's doing it very poorly, and it's doing nothing but that thing.
There is so many times that this just happens. The unison raid is that. Urza against the tree guy, where she's lifted up by her friends, is that. Urza going Natsu, you got the power within you, just unleash it Ra against Loxus. It happens a lot. And just going, the other things do it. Yes, other things can do it, but this can do it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't name one, right?
Mister's 10%!
Death Note is a shonen. There's a bunch of shonens that there's some slice of life shonens. Like, there is no way every shonen in history had the power of friendship. That's just an impossibility. Death Note.
Yes, the power of friendship is strong in this show. I'll happily admit that. But
And that's their problem.
Yes.
It's too strong in the show.
you know, this is actually one of Fairy Tail's greatest qualities. The bonds that
Oh no, it's in here, but it's good though. But what about the other shonen that it's also in? So that's also good. So what is it? Cancel it out? Is the power of friendship bad? Can a show have a power of friendship thing and it be bad? What makes this good and other things potentially bad? Yes, the guild is family, blah, 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 whatever. But that's not enough when you can just hold somebody's hand and do a legendary magic.
Within the guild and with the other guilds in the Fairy Tail world, like that of a family, and when they are fighting.
So you talk about people regurgitating arguments that they've heard before.
Do you
How
not
would you
think
feel?
that one?
How would you feel if I just went, this is just a Nux Taku argument? You'd be like,
Silver
no,
Heart
this is
Soul
my
says,
argument.
It's less the power of friendship and more the POF is the guild's real power and everything is a secondary skill.
Yeah, it always comes back to that. But if I went to you and just went, you're regurgitating Nux argument, you'd be like, no, this is my argument. So shouldn't you afford that to other people and just not have that argument unless you speak to somebody and they say that? You can't just assume that of people and then just disregard the argument wholehearted.
Like that of a family, and when they are fighting for their family's lives, it makes it all the more
Did it just cut out for a second?
impactful. These friendships and bonds that are formed.
But everybody has the friendships that actually feel like a family. That happens in One Piece.
I don't care if it feels like a family, even if it's just friends and you're fighting for your friends. Why does family elevate it to a, no, this is fine now, when otherwise it's not? I'm sorry, but I do not think that Natsu thinks that the sand guy is a member of his family. Okay, I can't say that I don't think that Natsu does. I don't feel it because I don't see the interaction between those two. So if he was to start fighting for that person, I'd be like, this is just some dude, but Natsu think that he's a part of his family. But you're not telling me that by showing me it. You're simply telling me that. And that's not how you do this thing, because anybody can walk in that door and be like, I'm your family and now I'm gonna die for you. That's not anything, because we're not shown that connection. We're just told that Fairy Tail equals family, no matter what their family, so they must die for each other. No, you need to have the connection, not just the guild and feeling like family.
Between these characters is truly something very special, and it's all about the aspect of supporting one another in order to succeed or pushing beyond your own limits to protect the ones that you care about.
How is that different from friends? How does that elevate you to family status?
What is the difference between this and like Yu Yu Hakusho? Tanny was family.
Hi Zalgonix says, hi, what did I miss?
And don't you worry about that.
Chris
It's
Mitchell
fine.
says, I just rewatched y'all revisited of Nux Fairy Tail video. Never forget that Fairy Tail is
Never
the MC.
forget. That's the argument that all the Fairy Tail people use. Now what? Don't feel good, do it.
Dude, that video was so bad when DA had to break down his sentence and tweet it out.
Juvia and Lucy's friendship was super rushed. She literally hated her. Then all of a sudden they do a combo magic as this Kiss Rock dude. Yeah, and we just have to accept that, yes, they are now close. When Juvia does that I think it was in the Loxus arc where she does the thing where she attacks the lightning and they're just like, no, you are family. It's like, we've never had an interaction between Juvia and I think it was Kana who was crying over. So we don't feel this. We're just simply told about this.
There's no peanut sweep. Shut up.
Think of it this way, you know, if your friend is going through a bad time or if someone is being a total douche to your friend, it makes you want to act, right? You will output far more time and energy yourself for a friend or family member. This is literally exactly what is going on here in Fairy Tail.
But that's happening in all shonen.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with anything.
It's not about them kidnapping Lucy and then them going after Lucy because she's a friend or a family. It's about, hey, I have lost to this tree guy. Oh, wait a second. All of Fairy Tail is lifting me up and I can do this now, rah. That's what the issue is.
Power and performance is tied into emotion. It's these feelings we feel that influence our actions regardless of our current level or skill set.
But emotions can also make you irrational. But they are a pure net benefit here.
In a game of, say, sport, you know, if you're losing and you want to win no matter what, that raw emotion will drive you to make plays you otherwise wouldn't.
Master
had
Jinx
you been
says,
comfortable.
I finished the series and I think the series is bad even though I really like the series. There is a good 7 out of 10 series in Fairy Tail, but it is filled with so much garbage it becomes bad.
There's something
says,
in it.
It's used like plot armor.
The power of friendship, absolutely. We remember Tanny.
Winning. Or for you weebs, you know, let's take video games for an example. You're playing against a boss and it is kicking your ass. Like you have tried and tried and tried, but this motherfucker ain't going down. Well, what happens? Your emotions come into play and you go from the rested position to sitting up on the edge of your couch. This is without a doubt like the technique you go for when you need to get serious, right? Everyone does this. What I'm saying here is it's
sure, but that doesn't change anything. You've just gotten serious about something. That doesn't excuse the fact that
that ability was always there for you.
I don't know.
I throw my controller at the TV.
I don't know what point you're trying to make with that.
Made you do that movement to make you get serious.
He Hungers for Host says, Fairy Tail is worse written than Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm not kidding.
It has a lot of problems because it's trying to do a lot more. It's trying to tell an actual story, not just there's a guy on the top of the mountain, we gotta punch him down.
To win, and you end up getting that win. It's the
but
same
what
thing
if you
here.
don't
Let's
end up
face it.
getting that win? What if your sports analogy where you start making plays that you normally wouldn't? What if that doesn't happen?
And you catch the L.
It happens here all the time, and that's what the issue is. Sometimes you just can't beat a game. Sometimes you gotta change up your strategy. It's not I gotta harness the power within me. It's like, no, I gotta block more. I gotta think about this.
I gotta go get a weapon I didn't have. I gotta go level up.
Something.
Which is worse, Fairy Tail or Demon Slayer? They're worse in different ways.
Hi Zaldonix says, I blame Fairy Tail for making people hate the power of friendship.
It really ruined it.
Naruto wouldn't have become Hokage without the people around him. Luffy wouldn't have achieved
But that's not
as much.
how you don't understand the argument here.
Yes.
It's not simply that people are around them and supporting them.
It's not
It is
simply
when
they have friends and fight hard for those friends.
It is grab hands, circle up, and now we're gonna do a magic. That is what it is. And that happens several times. That is what weakens Acnologia. It is a giant spirit bomb of everybody link up. All the people that we've interacted with. They shoot a power of friendship beam at them. When his Acnologia is coming and he's gonna Timro Island, it's like, link up, we're gonna link our magic, and something's gonna happen. And then they do that. It's stuff like that. It is not simply they have friends and they fight for those friends and they fight harder. No, it is literally you are being given an ability because you are friends with this person. Point blank, period.
Friendship is treated like steroids here. That's a good way to put it.
Crazy.
Without his crew behind him, and you know, Tanjiro, he wouldn't have been able to succeed against the demons without those around him as well. The power of friendship, as well as being a meme, is a shonen staple, and in a lot of other shows too. So my question is, why is Fairy Tail hated for using it?
It's not hated for using it. It's hated for how it's using it. Just using the power of friendship, you'll see a lot of times people aren't going, hey, the power of friendship ruined it and blah, blah, blah. Because one of the favorite arcs of One Piece is Water 7 and CP9 and all that. And that is literal power of friendship bush. And people are like, oh my God, power of friendship.
Hansen says, hey, remember the time they survived for 7 years by just touching hands?
Yes, that's what the issue is. He doesn't understand the argument, so he's arguing something that doesn't exist. And that's why I said, does he engage with the arguments, or does he just see the comment that is simply power of friendship, and then he fills in whatever he thinks those people mean?
Peanut, I'm going to tell you why I do not want you to go against Triggered. Triggered is a very stupid person, and you hate stupid people. You will try to find out where he lives, and you will try to go to fight him. You do not want it with Triggered, because he is legitimately the dumbest man I have ever met in my life. I beat bosses better after I take a break and calm down, because if I'm constantly losing, I get stressed out and start playing poorly. Thank you for super chat thing. And that's what happens with a lot of people. They gotta go take a break, even just a couple days break, an hour break, a walk, something to calm them down. It happens a lot with programmers. They need to take a walk just to like clear their head and stuff, because they're getting so invested in what's going on right now. It's just like, I'm losing sight of what I should be doing and I'm making mistakes. Let me get out of here. Zaleros is just a bad fanboy of Demon Slayer.
Who makes very bad
or Gaming
art.
XL says, Tanny, I'm all fired up now. Oh no, I got donated.
Dragon Instinct Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku.
Characters. I see a lot of people hating on Natsu for being a bland MC, and you know, I'll agree that Natsu isn't the most flashiest of MCs out there, but he is by far not the worst. I love the argument.
He's not the worst, so he's good. That's not an argument. If people are saying he's bland and you're going, yeah, he is kind of bland, but he's not the worst thing out there.
Yeah.
Do you think you defended him properly?
That's not a glowing review. That is just something exists out there that's worse. And we talk about that on tomorrow's Revisited.
It's hate for using it as a crutch for the story. Absolutely. Come down to Detroit.
About him is that he was already strong and that he didn't have an overall goal himself, like, you know, Naruto wanted to be Hokage.
No, he did have an overall goal. He wants to find his father, and what happened to the dragons?
This is pure and simple straw man, but he does have a goal. It is just not a goal like I want to obtain a title.
And you know what? We've heard this argument so many times. Is it unoriginal now that it's This one's for you, Morph.
Merry-Go-Round, top 5 anime song of all time. Easy.
Top 2. And I'm only giving 2 because there might be something that can slot in. But my God, Merry-Go-Round is the one.
Isn't Lucy the MC? No. Fairy Tail is the main character.
C says,
Luffy.
remember when he couldn't eat God Flames, but he started eating God Flams and he won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff where I'm just like, this is what the issue is. Characters, blah, blah, blah. It is a lot of moments like that that end fights where it's just, you cannot do this. Yes, I can. Hey, I can copy whatever magic you do. So you can't even hit me because I can put up a shield. I can memorize your magic and make you forget it. And then it's just but how about I just hit you with a lot of ice now?
I forgot to put the timeout in the typical thing.
Oh, that alert thing.
Yeah, I forgot to put it in this one. Otherwise, I would be playing it right now.
Chris the Chode says, what's y'all opinion on Mashley Magic and Muscle?
It was fine. You know what? I will even say I enjoyed it until, and this is spoilers for near the end, because the series is over or it's ending soon or whatever. Near the end, there's a tournament and it just becomes Shonen Bush. Before that, it wasn't Shonen Bush. It was just the joke of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, this is fine, whatever. And then it just becomes that Shonen Bush.
Have an overall goal himself, like, you know, Naruto wanted to be Hokage, Luffy wants to be the king of the pirates, Deku is going to be the world's greatest hero.
Deku does not want to be the world's greatest hero.
Asterisk. Actually, yes, he does.
Does he?
Yes.
What?
I've discovered that recently. He
What
said
happened?
it 2 or 3 times.
What did he say exactly?
Hi
want to
Zaldonix
be-
says, for God's sake, there is no character without a motivation. No character is, I have no reason to do this but I do it anyway. Silver Heart Soul says, Merry-Go-Round has lived rent-free in my head since '09 and I let it. Also, Bling Bang Born is a fucking bop.
I don't know what that is, but merry-go-round, mwah. Yes, he does say it. I can get you the panels later. There's
Please
like 2
do.
or 3 times that
Okay.
he does.
We
but
were
he
wrong.
does say it.
Cool.
Asterisk, asterisk. Amend all previous My Hero videos.
There we go. We were wrong.
Master's goal of becoming the Wizard King, etc., etc. Not all characters need this goal. Did Ichigo have a goal like this? No, he literally just wants to protect everyone.
Do not engage with people who say this, because a shonen is a lot more, a character is a lot more than what their goal is. They do not need a grandiose goal. Talk about their actions, talk about how they go about their fights, how they think about things. Don't simply engage with, Natsu is good because he does have a goal. No, that doesn't matter. Don't waste your time with this video because it's so clear what the argument is for this. You don't listen to those baseline dumb people who just say he doesn't have a goal like wanting to be the Hokage and therefore bad.
The same can be said for Natsu. Plus, Natsu did have a goal, which was finding
Chris
his
the
daddy
Jolt
Ignil,
says,
which
Bling Bang Born is Mashley new op.
Okay.
he accomplished, and good for him. Naruto became the Hokage as well, so he accomplished his goal. It's good. The other argument is that Natsu was already strong, you know? There was no development with his power.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't engage with these surface level nonsensical arguments.
These are horrible arguments that you're presenting against it to easily combat. Because this is not an argument. He clearly shows growth throughout it. He gains a dragon force. He gains lightning dragon abilities. He trains for all. He gets his second origin. There's clear growth there. Yes, he was already strong. Yes, he was already part of an extremely small amount of people that can do what he does. But that doesn't mean that he's amazing, because within his guild, there's like 5-6 people that can one-shot him easily. Gildar showed...
says, I remember people debating about DBZ villains on Twitter, and one person legit said, does every villain need a motivation? Yes, there needs to be actual writing in a piece of writing, holy shit.
Yes, villains do need motivations, but there's also walls, and walls are fine, but I think the better villains have the motivation
of
behind
what
their
they're gonna
actions
do.
and what they're doing, and instead of just mwahaha evil, out the womb evil mirror worm crap.
And I can kind of see that a bit, but for me it wasn't an issue. Yes, he was already strong, and to be fair, we did see more upgrades to his power, but in the end of the day, it basically meant that we skipped out on a lot of those long, drawn-out training arcs, and I don't see why that's a problem. Yes, not...
One of the better arcs of Naruto is a training arc.
Yes.
The learning of the Rasengan is amazing.
I revel in the Ippo training arcs.
They are fantastic.
I see nothing wrong. It's not a blanket statement training arcs are bad, because there's something to be said about watching a character learn abilities and then putting it all together and then finally showcasing that ability. I see nothing wrong with a training arc. It is not just blanket statement bad. Yes, there are bad training arcs, but it's not just, we don't need a training arc.
Natsu isn't the flashiest of MCs out there, but he had so many great and very hype moments. The guy was pretty much a demon in near enough every fight. You cannot argue that his moments were huge AF when they dropped.
But can't you argue that's what they're talking about when they say that he's already strong? And you're going, yeah, he's a demon in almost every fight. Well, it's not about him not growing. It's about him already being super strong within the world.
And of course, hype.
And of course.
That's all that matters. At the end of the day, I got super hype.
As for the other characters in Fairy Tail, they are all so great. They are, all personally very well fleshed out and have a role in the story that doesn't overstep their boundaries. I mean, you got Lucy, Urza, Gray, Happy, Wendy,
You are
Garfield,
just
Roger.
naming characters, not what their role is, not how they don't overstep anything. You're just naming them. That's not proving your point. You're just saying the characters are great and here are the characters.
Laxus, Jalal, Kagura, Gildos, Makarov, Mavis, and the GOAT of the series, of course, each year. Be them a Fairy Tail member or not, the show just has so many characters that have something and so much about them for you to connect to.
What does Kaguya have a lot of? And I like Kaguya, but what does she have a lot of?
She has a goal. She has motivation. But just simply connecting to a character doesn't mean that they're good. Because what if you don't connect to that character? What the painter guy? What do you connect to him with? Not really anything there. You can say, yeah, you're nitpicking about a dumb little side character who doesn't really have anything, but you said all the characters. So then once you point out a character, you have to be like, okay,
On your ass,
and then,
bitch. I'm on your ass.
then once we break down the fact that there are characters that you don't connect to that
Master
aren't
Jinx
great
says,
characters.
The problem with Fairy Tail is the BS power-ups. People lump all these moments together as power of friendship instead of pointing out the moments, so the fans defend friendship, not the power-ups.
Yeah, it's
Jay says,
easy
are we
to
gonna
talk
watch
about
Last of
Fairy
US
Tail.
21 today?
What?
It's easy to talk negatively about Fairy Tail in a lazy way of just power of friendship, blah blah blah. It's people don't really get deeper into it from what I've seen. But I don't keep my ear to the ground with Fairy Tail stuff, so I don't know. Painter guy, who's that? He's a big fat painter guy who says we. And that's it.
I hope you got a lot out of that, because that's his character.
Fan service. Ugh, Fairy Tail has too much fan service. Too much fan service.
When I'm reading the manga and there is a legit upskirt as I'm just trying to read a fight, it's a little much. It's just a little bit of a lot. It's different for something. What's the series I'm reading right now, which is a really bad series. It is
Painter guy got skinny after a 7-year time skip. Yeah, that was his development, I guess. Oh, that's what the connection is. You can lose weight too, or something.
Amano Megumi is full of openings. It is strictly ecchi the series and a will they won't they story that seems like it's gonna end when they will they. It is nothing but upskirts and boob shot, but I know what this is about. I know what this series is. I don't give a in that instance. When I just want to watch a fight or read a fight and there's all this nonsense, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Only series that can rival in fan service belong to Fire Force. Fire Force is bad.
Fire
Force
horrible.
tried to excuse it. It wasn't just awooga. It's
gonna be nasty.
It's freeing and the people's right to boobs. It's like you piece of shit.
David, Kenichi was fine until the guy was just like, "Oh, I can show nipple." All right, it's over. It's the Rizzy rap.
Get out of here. Too much fan service. Not enough fan service. I mean, when you have a bunch of very attractive characters like Lucy.
Underage girls, by the way.
Some of them.
My God, Lucy, by the way. Like, so.
Calm down,
like,
sir. Calm down.
Turn my head from another anime waifu I'm so very associated with.
Cyberman Warp says, Fire Force gets even more extra in the fanseri by the manga.
Oh yeah, in the manga it's terrible. There's a whole like double splash page of her butt. Like, what are we doing out here?
But this isn't even like, no, the fan service isn't that bad. You're just going, no, but look at them.
I love it.
It's just
Chris
like the
Cho
My
says,
Hero dude.
Man police officer, woman police officer, police officer.
This man is bricked up. But it's like the My Hero dude where it's just like, oh, people talk about the women in My Hero.
And you're acting like these women are hot.
But in Momo, come on. And my right holds up hand for high five. It's like, homie, no. You can't just be like, hey, you can't defend it against, hey, there's too much fan service with good. Thank goodness.
You should be more.
Look at her.
Damn. Lucy, man. Anyway, attractive girls like Lucy, Urza, Juvia, Mirajane, Kagura, Yukino, Kana, and many, 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 many more. You have to have the fan service.
What? You
He
can,
says,
sir, you
How
can't.
does the guy feel about Wendy police officer, man police officer?
We saw how he felt about Wendy. There was a flash of her. You don't show that.
And
In a swimsuit.
and you don't have to have fan service. You can have attractive women without legit just up skirts and boobs in your face, and half the budget is what was the game? Was it Jump Force? Where every time some jiggle physics would happen, we just go budget.
I think it was.
Like, where'd the money go? And then boobs move, we just go budget. The budget is here.
But yeah, it's nuts that this is the argument. When
Predadixer Gaming XL says 445 anime.
445 anime.
But when it's like, hey, this is a tournament and anything can happen, swimsuit competition episode, and all the girls just get on stage and start having swimsuits and weddings.
It was y'all two, but now it's everybody because I won in.
That's the type of stuff. And you can't just combat that with, well, there's a lot of hot women and you get to look at the women.
Too much fan service, please. Well, I mean, to be fair, I can see the argument in this. There is a lot of fan service in Fairy
Dutch
Tail.
says, you don't need fan service. Clara looks at her best in her chibi form.
There's also a lot to be said about school girls and all that stuff. But yeah, it's nuts that this is the argument.
A lot of Black Clover women are attractive, but they don't stick their boobs and ass in our face all the time. Though there is some.
Yes.
But Fairy Tail is egregious. There's a tag of ecchi borderline hentai. This is as close to borderline hentai as you can be while still just being the ecchi tag.
You know what? I'm someone that loves the fan service so damn much. Like, I ain't ever going to apologize for that. So for me, it was just another quality of Fairy Tail. But if you are someone that doesn't like fan service, then I can see why you wouldn't, be into that aspect.
I like fan service.
I don't mind
it's
it.
too much.
Yeah.
Fairy Tail. But I don't know, I'm a massive DGen when it comes to the anime girls, man. Your boy loves a good beach episode,
So
if you know.
there is no argument.
Look at this.
Silver Heart Soul says, I like Wendy. She's adorable. I don't like her out of her normal clothes because it's uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, Wendy is quite a good character. She's one of those ones where I would put in just like, I like her. I think that she is a good enough character for Fairy Tail.
And the show should not be showing her butt
He
in a
says,
bikini.
This man showed two 13-year-olds.
Straight up.
Isn't Urza's bare ass in the first OVA? I
wouldn't
believe
know.
so.
But your argument against this simply can't be, I understand the argument, but I like it. Hey, Fairy Tail sucks because of the fan service. Yeah, but I like it. You're not combating anything there. You can't say that it's good because you like it. You can't take away somebody thinking that it's bad because you don't mind it and you prefer this. You might as well have just not even addressed it because you've said nothing against it.
I got scared when all I heard was I like Wendy. Focus on the true man that is Ichia. Bro getting bricked up for anime minors.
I'm saying, but yeah, I can't argue with this one. I mean, if you do love fan service and you simp over anime girls, then you can't really make that a point to hate Fairy Tail because you're lying to yourself. But if you are someone who doesn't like it, then
Ruiner
honestly,
Nergagante
Yeah,
says,
we have to be.
BG, if you want Borderline H without Borderline H, watch High School DxD,
Oh, I'm
Testament
reading
of
it.
Sister New Devil, and Monster Masumi.
I'm reading
Real
that
Luster
one
says,
too, I think.
Damn, we got be do light. Mister's 10% Tammy. Reference City.
Reference City. You don't have to be a Mr. Smithers in a strip club averting your eyes from the women to go, hey, Fairy Tail is a bit much.
Yeah, to just go, her clothes are just coming off again, huh?
I'll say it like this. If I'm in a strip club, I would love a Fairy Tail. I don't want to go to church and see a thong.
GG's, I'll take the L on that one. Too much fan service, though. Come on. Fairy Tail is just one of those shows that for me is something so truly special, and for one reason in particular. It makes you, the viewer, feel something. Fairy Tail is...
But what doesn't make you feel something?
Just brick emotion.
That's not an
Chris the
argument.
Chilled says, "We are not degenerates like you, lil bro. Quit projecting."
Quit it. Dude, I feel something to this day from the Rugrats movie.
What?
The f that mean?
It means nothing. Enjoyment, not enjoying it, anger, annoyance, anything. You're saying that it makes you feel something. Yes, it
Cyberman Wharf
does.
says, "How much of this video was fanservice defending? Cause it felt like too much of it."
Way too much. Don't tell me my favorite channel, A List Exists, have gone woke. I thought you guys were different.
I'm sorry, but it comes a time when we all have to grow up, okay?
At some point, we all have to wake up.
incredibly powerful.
Master
not
Jinx
only-
says, "I would like the girls I like in Fairy Tail even if they were ugly and fully covered. Could we try enjoying characters for their characters instead of their boobs and butts?"
Put the boobs in the butts.
in story, but also in moments, big fights, and the emotional ties it builds between the character and the viewer.
And the bad part is that it's not just Fairy Tail, it's too much in all the stories written by Mashima.
Oh, yeah.
The man is a monster.
Man
One
is
day,
a demon.
One day he's gonna go mask off, and it's gonna be the craziest shit.
Like, Natsu has a huge badass moment in a fight. I feel something. Urza gives a huge Fairy Tail speech. I feel something.
Pause.
The guild
Okay,
come together-
just an awesome moment, not the context, not if it's actually a good moment. It's just an awesome moment and you just feel something. That's not enough. That is monkey primate brain. Something is happening.
This last chapter of One Piece, something awesome happened. I went, whoa! And that's me feeling something, and then it's gone. Because it's not about that moment, it's about everything that's happening.
If it's just Natsu doing something and you feel something,
All the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries, all
he
the
can
single
just
furries.
do anything and you feel something. That's not enough.
KEPTALKIN says, "I feel something every time I take a shit."
Moment's good, so Fairy Tail good.
No, that's not how it works. It's not simple as I feel something and you feel something.
together in that episode with Acnologia on Tenru Island. I feel something.
They should have been instantly murdered. There's no reason why they should have done anything to Acnologia.
Shestaco, this stream has me feeling something.
I feel something. Damn, do I feel something. But no, Lucy's character as a whole, like her progression and stuff, I feel something. Every emotion.
You're just saying things that occur within it and then going, I feel something.
The awesome stuff,
Natsu
the
does
sad
something
stuff.
awesome. I feel something. Not about what happened, why you felt it, why you think it's awesome. No, thing happened. Response is, I feel something. That's horrible. You're not thinking about this. You're just experiencing it as this is happening. So it's a Pavlov's dog response. Bell happens, mouth waters. Thing happens, equal sign, awesome. Nothing to think about. Is there a moment that you don't think is awesome where Natsu did something awesome? And why do you think that? We don't know. This is not a good video. This is not you explaining yourself well enough to properly go, yo, it is actually good. I don't feel something when Natsu does, I don't feel the thing that you want me to feel when Natsu does something awesome. Now what? Where do we go from there? You can't just be like, this is because you feel. What if you don't? You need to explain why it's good other than a nebulous feeling.
Something they never explained is how Natsu, Gajil, and Stain were able to eat other Dragon Slayers' magic when the series stated they could only eat their own elements. Hey, shut the f up.
Hey,
Consume.
Hey, they did it. Clap.
Thank you for the super chat. So, Mashima isn't wearing a mask, but I will bet he was writing and drawing at least 2 pages of hentai comic website.
He probably got a stash out there.
Oh,
once
definitely.
he dies,
He says,
they're gonna raid
"Hot
his.
take. Fetish and fan service content is okay if it adds to the story. Aqua from Konosuba is a good example.
Yeah, I don't mind it at
Yeah.
all.
It's not something I see and I'm just like, ugh.
But I'm not gonna try to defend something when somebody goes, this has too much fans. I'm like, no, it's not, because Auga. You could be like, it adds to the story. It's prison school is about a bunch of perverted boys trying to peep on girls and get women and stuff like that. You could be like, okay, the fan service is warranted there. But it wouldn't just be, no, but the president is hot though, which was what his argument was. That's
Truly
all.
experienced when watching this show, be it, the happy fun times or the times where our backs are up against the wall, and of course the deep emotional moments too.
You're just talking about anything that exists that has a story.
Well, this connected to a show
One
in a
for
long
all,
time.
Fall Cowling, Detroit Smash!
Prison School is the
For me, it's the well-written story, how you just feel like you are part of the guild yourself when you watch this. And of course,
Yeah, you do.
You haven't explained the well-written story.
Nope, you have not.
You said, what is this called? Fairy Tail is an amazing anime. All you've done is say, yeah, I can see it, but, I like the fan service. Yeah, I can see it about Natsu, but he doesn't have a grand goal. Does he need one? But the well-written story and the blah, blah, blah.
course, the music used in the show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The Fairy Tail OST is easily one of the best out there, and you can't deny that. Legit feels like it just goes hard when it comes to its music, and let's not forget the countless bangers in its OPs and EDs.
And pause. That's where you can be like, there is a sort of gothic feeling to there's a lot of string instruments and flutes and stuff like that, and it's
The type
big
of thing you would
rising.
see in an old-timey bar. That type of stuff.
There's a lot of instruments sort of working together, kind of like how Fairy Tail works. Anything other than just saying that it's good.
It's a banger.
I can't properly explain why music is good because I'm not a music man. But if I was tasked to for a video, like the video that I'm making where I'm gonna try to do that,
that video is never coming out. The lights alone are gonna destroy your world.
But I'm almost done with the script of the first one, and this is most of it.
Oh Jesus! What are you doing, Brad? It's like 8,000
And I need
words.
to structure it better because there's points like right here where I gotta like fit these things where I'm just like, I need to just fit this somewhere in here properly.
Oh, dude.
So it's gonna be even longer. So and it's the thing of I'm writing and I'm going and I'm rereading going, have I properly explained myself here? No. And then I'll rewrite it and add more to it. And I'm sure once I start recording, I'm going to be like, I can take that out. I can move this or I can do something, but I would not simply say this is good. I never noticed the power of
friendship. That's the
That's
whole.
all it is a big steroid, big meat fist punch time. And he's just going, well, what's the problem? Because everything has it. That's been his argument. Power of friendship, yeah, everything
Crystal
has
Joe
it,
says,
and it's fine because
I
it
can't
does it
believe
well.
that Hiro Mishima was the same man that made a trash series like Fairy Tail, but cooked a dope series Rave Master back in the 2000s.
I've not seen Rave Master, but I really want to.
I've heard almost nothing but good things about it. But I wonder if it's one of those you didn't know enough, or in the day it was good. Music Mark or Music Nuck, who's better? Music Mark.
Yeah, Mark will explain himself. He made a whole video about it. Nux isn't. Nux is a bum.
Nux will go, the shaboings are... Yeah, I'm just like, Nux, come on. We don't got time for that.
How is there 2 minutes left?
Wow.
This seems like the big wrap up.
Now, of course, no anime is perfect, and there were
I don't give a shit.
things that I didn't like too much with Fairy Tail. So as not to be biased as you're like, oh, Fairy Tail is the greatest anime ever made. No, that anime doesn't exist and will never exist. So
the greatest anime that ever lived does exist. Because there has to be a top.
Master Jinx says, I felt a lot of the same feelings, but I still think it's bad. The story introduces new concepts constantly and doesn't explore almost any of them. Almost every conflict is solved by BS.
Maybe Rave
Cotton
Master
Candy
is
Hope
trash.
says, I'm constantly worried about rereading Rave Master Cuss Fairy Tale.
Oh no, Rave Master was good from when I watched it, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, I can say that Naruto and DBZ were good back when I read it. Doesn't mean they're good now. So one day, how long is Rave Master?
And it's always gonna be Botter. It's always gonna be the bias thing because people feel like they need to be objective. Otherwise, their analysis is too filled with emotion, so it must be dismissed, which is such a nonsensical way of looking at it. Of course, your analysis of a series that you love is going to be filled with the emotions of being positive. And you pointing out 3 things that are bad in the space of a minute and a half doesn't really offset your biases.
Almost 300 chapters, girl. I don't know.
I feel like you can, by the time you hit 70, you'll know.
How does this man pump out multiple 300 plus chapter manga?
Hey, you already said it. Writing with the left, drawing with his right, and neither are of quality. Legit one of my favorite jokes ever. I gotta get on the ranting and raging volume 1 so I can put out the volume 3 of the funniest moments.
He is a demon. You shouldn't be able to put out this much as a mangaka. The industry is borked.
Have you watched Platinum End yet? No.
The fairy tale was 545
Cyberman
chapters.
Wolf says,
Before the
Rave
1,000
Master
years.
because reasons when?
One day. I've talked about wanting to do a big hero Mashima
Because
throwdown. Yes. Where we talk about it all. But that would involve reading Eden Zero and the 100-Year Quest and Black Rock Shooter or whatever it is.
And Rave Master.
And Rave Master. And rereading most of Fairy Tail.
Because I definitely have to reread most of Fairy Tail.
So that would be like a give us 3 weeks off.
That would definitely be like a 100th or 1,000th episode or something, or like a 5-year anniversary type thing. Where
Nani
it's
the
like,
Goat
hey,
says,
we're taking
King's Game
February
Like
off.
when?
Hey, find us 2 Get King Games video.
We could do it because reasons on King's Game.
Absolutely we could. But that would involve watching King's Game.
But it's such a brisk watch because it's only like 12 minutes. I understand it's very much like Husk, where we're looking at it like we've been here for 5 hours and it's been 25 minutes. I understand.
Do you still have the Because Reasons notepad?
Of the ones we could do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere
Because
around
you
here.
can write that down.
I wonder if that's a because reasons also. Oh, nope. That's something else I'm writing. Oh, if I did it in a
Ogugwa
TXT,
says,
it'll be on the...
What is your top 5 least favorite fairy tale arcs?
Edalus.
Grand Magic Games.
Terrible.
The final arc. Heaven's Tower. And Arashion's Sace.
Dates, view request month. Because reasons. Yep.
We're writing it down. King's Game.
We should probably write Platinum in.
It's a rough thing to get through.
You tried it? You started
10
it?
chapters.
Oh, 10 chapters?
It's hard.
Jesus Christ!
It's rough.
We already have Platinum in at the very top.
Okay.
That's the first thing we put down.
Yeah, King's Game, we could get into that because that has some lingering feelings.
That must be expelled.
And I got 3 episodes in where I was just like, nah, pimp. This is big rip.
Dude,
city.
I watched that whole and I'm like,
how?
Because we were waiting on Mama, the word on surgery. So I was just like, I'm not doing nothing anyway. That's why
I'm kind of. I wouldn't want. My first thought wouldn't be a death game sort of thing.
It was one of those. I've always meant to watch it. Let's just watch
Like
it.
something happier would be.
Oh, definitely not.
Tartarus, nah. That'd probably be 6 or 7, but
To
they
not
don't
be
touch those
biased,
other ones.
let me talk about something that I didn't like. The main problem I had with Fairy Tail was the fact that after a while you just knew that a character wasn't dead. Fairy Tail does not kill off any of its characters. Why is this a bad thing, you ask? Surely characters not dying is a good thing. Yes, of course, I agree, but it was just the execution of it that did upset me.
Oh
Eyes
no!
Albonic says,
You recognize
"Have
that
you
the
read 10
execution could be
chapters
the
of Clever
problem?
Men?" Okay, how many characters do you think survive?
I don't think that that's very fair for me to say out loud because other people will say if I'm right or wrong, and I will keep that to myself until such a time where we do a because reasons on it.
DA, new My Hero Academia movie.
It is creatively bankrupt to be like evil all my, I don't know, man. Well,
What do you want?
Or evil, sure. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, great. Fantastic.
What Fairy Tail did so well was the huge build up to it saying goodbye to one of its characters. The moment was huge, the music obviously perfect, and you really felt that gut-wrenching feeling that it was actually someone you knew that was dying, only for them to be like, nah, mate, they're still alive. Like, no, don't do that. Yeah, yes, I do not want these characters to die, but if you're gonna play the perfect send-off for one of them, then follow through. Otherwise, the moment just loses all meaning. I think this happened like 5 times off the top of my head, and like,
Hey, kind of like the power of friendship.
Hey, maybe like that.
I felt like I was taken out of the moment on the 4th, as I was like, nah, they'll be alive. And guess what?
On the
Yeah,
4th?
they
You were taken
This
out
made
of
me
the
lose,
moment?
like, that immersion that I love so much about Fairy Tail. I just didn't like that aspect
Love
of
that
it at
moment.
all. So yeah, I freaking love Fairy Tail, man. It captured
Oh,
me in
that's
a way
it.
that most
The
shows
list has
don't, and
ended.
If you don't vibe with Fairy Tail, then cool. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. I'm just sharing my thoughts as someone who has watched the entire anime and thinks the show has so much
The
more
almighty
to
Dew
offer than
Hansen
it gets.
says, Hirokoshi pumping up another bad No Hero Academia chapter. Silver Heart Soul says, hey DA, really quick, can you name 5 things you still like about My Hero?
Still
Labrava and Gentle. I'm gonna name that as 2 people.
They are 2 separate people, to be the most fair.
Himiko.
Toga was awesome.
I still love All Might's fist up at the end. That is a great moment. Oh no. I love I'm Still Lemillion. I think that is a great moment.
Nah, there you go.
Easy 5 things.
Now,
Easy.
I wonder if they mean what's currently going on.
No. Can't. Oh, the art's very good.
Art's good. Okay, Art, Labrava, Gentle, because they are part of this arc.
Yep.
Toga's part of this arc.
Yep.
And she was good in this
I don't
arc.
think that she was necessarily her end was bad. I think that it was set up. That I said this before, but I think Horikoshi has things that he wants to hit.
Yes.
And the end with the Todoroki family, he wanted to hit that.
No matter what.
No matter what. So he built up everything that he needed to do to get there. Except for the fact where it's just like, how do I get Todoroki over there? And Ida just runs him over and then he does this big ice thing and then he bams.
As someone that read it twice because I forgot he read it before. It's bad and I felt bad when I remembered I read it once during the second time.
But yeah, there are things I think he wanted to hit, and he wanted to hit the Toga thing, and I think that
it was done.
It was done. Well. Yes, it was. It didn't come out of nowhere like in Pigman or the racism,
which is something I think he wanted to play into, but
he just didn't set it up. But this was set up throughout the series, and it was paid off. Now you can talk about if it was done well or not, but this was done, I think, well enough. Based upon all the things that came before.
I still love every smiling dude. The whole Gentle arc is by far the best arc in all of My Hero Academia. By far.
It's as close to a flawless arc as I can think of.
If I were to give you my top 10 anime or manga arcs of all time, that would probably be a top 3 arc for me.
Yeah.
I love that arc.
It's amazing.
It's credit for. I'm not saying that Fairy Tail should be a part
Time
of
Nami to go. We don't joke about Pigman here.
How long do you want to time?
Give him 5.
We don't joke about Big Man here. Not even casually.
Nah. You don't slide that in like that.
Seriously, I don't want that. I don't want it in that.
Are you gonna reread all of My Hero Academia after it finishes?
Of course,
absolutely.
we have to.
Yeah, we're
because
doing
of-
a whole big because reasons.
We have to.
Yeah.
Just to catch all the things that were or were not set up properly.
We're gonna reread the war arc once it's completed to do a war arc because reason, and then we're gonna do a whole because reason. Hero Killer Stain was awesome. I wish more was done with him.
Space. And you know what? From my own personal tastes and experience, what I will say is that I do prefer Fairy Tail over One Piece. That's right. I said it. Fight me.
Why? What don't you like about One Piece? What do you like more about Fairy Tail? We don't know.
Yeah.
It's the ineptitude in which people talk about the things that they like. And they think that they're doing something. That's what always gets me. Because it's very easy to talk about something that you like or dislike, so long as you do it outside of simply, I like it, I think it's good.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they get into this analysis game where they just want to talk about the things they like, and they just want to go, oh my god, it's so awesome, I felt so great about this, but they don't really have the ability, the capabilities to really break down what was good about the thing. They can only remember their feeling based on that thing, the hype they felt, how awesome the moment was, how much they cried about it. Why did you cry about it? Well, because I really feel for these characters because I've been with them for so long, and I feel like a part of the guild. Okay, what was good about that moment? Well, I really felt something because it feels like you're part of the guild. No, you can't conflate those two things. You gotta be able to separate your enjoyment of it and a critical analysis of it if you truly, truly want to break down what's good or bad about a thing.
It would be the funniest thing if we just put up this stream and just edited them out. That would be the funniest thing.
Move this man!
Oh yeah, that was like a -9.
I was going 8.
There you go. This time we're talking about top 5 worst arcs. This is GrandLineReview. He's talking about
Hi
One
Zaldonic
Piece.
says, school has failed a lot of people because this is not an exception, it is the norm.
Absolutely.
You would think that as they're writing the report, you wouldn't just go, Rosa Parks was a lady. She did a lot of great things.
I feel this way about it.
No, you would properly explain yourself. And I just don't see how that doesn't carry over into the media analysis thing.
You can say what you want about Hiro Mashima, but you gotta respect his work ethic.
Absolutely.
Working on
100%.
3 manga at the same time while also trying to make his own game is just impressive. The man don't stop.
Yeah, no, he's a machine. He simply
David
is.
Obugwa says, the Discord needs to stop falling for clickbait titles and actually watch the video. I'm looking at you, Alemo.
Dude, people see those titles and they're going, oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm telling you. Oh, the first for January, how we selected the episodes we were doing for viewer request month for the January stuff. I'm gonna put that up behind the bum stuff, so y'all can just see what we do, and maybe y'all can do that thing. So whenever we're selecting videos, I record us now on my phone.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
How many did you do?
Whatever we selected for January. So that would be the episodes we did for January plus the one that's coming out tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I wonder if I said something.
There's nothing inflammatory to say.
It could be.
God, that's in Triton. God, just shut up. Description boys.
I brought it up and then I just put away the phone. And...
Rosa Parks was based essay. Like that's what they would basically do.
The GrandLineReviews examines some of the lesser arcs in One Piece.
Chris, haven't played Persona 3 Reloaded yet. I have it downloaded. I have it installed. But
Master Jinx
Infinite
says,
Wealth is killing
when
my
I talk
time.
to people about things they like, when I ask them why they like it, they look at me like I'm an idiot for asking. It's as if these people never stop to think about why they like it.
It's crazy.
They just recognize the feeling of I like it.
Yeah. And I just know I don't understand that.
Arcs are an absolutely integral structural aspect of good storytelling. They are the
No, because arcs don't really happen unless you mean character arcs, but arcs don't really happen in like books. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
individual journeys we undertake with the characters, marked by an introduction, complications, and in the case of One Piece, a climactic conclusion. Of course, not all.
Wouldn't that be in the case of everything? If it has an introduction, unless it's gonna end. There's gonna be a climax.
Climactic conclusion are synonyms.
That's fine.
For the end.
That's fine.
It's like saying the final end.
That's fine.
Arcs are created equally, and some are certainly better than others for a wide variety of reasons. So today, we are going to be looking at the arcs that failed to meet our expectations, but I want to be clear, worst does not necessarily mean bad. I still very much enjoy most of the arcs on this list, but even in a group of amazing stories, there is going to be a best, and there is going to be a worst.
Correct.
So the criteria for this list is as follows. We are examining arcs as they appear in the manga. So very importantly for this list, that means no anime-only filler arcs. In addition, the arcs will be examined both in context of reading them as weekly chapters and by reading them in bulk. So
I don't agree
yeah.
with that aspect of it. But at least he's giving his reason.
Cyberman
Unlike
Lord
Mark.
says, what are your predictions of what you think he thinks the worst arcs are?
We already know two of them.
Yeah. Two of them are obvious ones with Fishman Island and Thriller Bark.
Here, how about we...
Nami the Goat says,
Whoever gets the
hashtag free
closest
Pigman.
That doesn't work.
within the next 30 seconds, unless there's timestamps.
That doesn't work. They could just skip it.
Cotton Candy
Well,
Hope
I tried
says,
it.
he brings up Syrup Village, I'm going over there.
That sounds like it could
Let's
be one
begin.
of them.
Welcome to the top 5 worst arcs in One Piece. Number 5. Drum Island. Okay. So before I start to get all of the hate in the world, I want to be clear. The Drum Island arc has one of the best told stories in the entire series, being Chopper's flashback. Everything about that portion of it is...
The best that I can think that he says is just Wapple and his gang just aren't very...
Yeah, but
really
it still has one of the best Luffy moments in the entire
mountain.
series. Climbing the mountain. It still has one of the best Zoro gets lost ones. It still has the Vivi, hey, bow your head, Captain. Are you doing?
It has the introduction of the concept of Blackbeard and his crew.
Shut up, let's go. The final, the big
Cherry Blossom.
What are we doing here?
gut-wrenching and perfect. But when you step back from that flashback and look at Drum as a whole, it's not all that special compared to the majority of One Piece arcs. The setting of a winter island is quite cool, but it affords Oda very little opportunity to construct an aesthetically
Silverheart Soul
detailed...
says, get red for Thriller Bark slander.
Well, yeah, it's coming.
They always have to do the now before the FBI CIA comes after me BS. Always. Now before I get attacked for the...
Just
Always.
say it.
Just say it. I was waiting on that, TTS, but you might be a broke boy. Are you a broke boy? Might be a broke boy.
It affords Oda very little opportunity to construct an aesthetically detailed island. Instead,
It doesn't need
about
to be an aesthetically detailed
island?
The Baratier was just in the middle of the sea, and it was on a ship.
What the is Kokoyashi Village and Arlong Park?
What aesthetically pleasing villages did we visit before this arc?
it more often than not just gets overcome with a bombardment of white snow. And the villain, well, he's definitely one of the worst in the entire series. Wapol isn't threatening even for a second.
Who cares about threatening? Technically, Arlong isn't even threatening to Luffy because Luffy just handles him. Buggy's not threatening it. He's one of the best villains in art. I mean, the series.
One of his first acts was to start eating the ship. That's a threat to the ship.
from the moment he appears, you are just counting down to his defeat so that we can move on to a better villain, like, you know, say Sir Crocodile, who we'd been building up for several arcs at this point.
But you can say the same thing about Mr. 3, and he was a good villain.
And that brings up another issue. The Drum Island arc broke the flow of the Alabaster Saga. Up until this point, we'd been building up the threat of Baroque works and the urgency to get Vivi back to her country, but then we eventually took a side stop. Luckily for Drum, like I said before, it has one of the best...
But I don't really care about a side arc.
And it needed to happen because they needed a doctor for Nami.
Banned. Gone. Forever.
Vivi even frets over whether it's right to go or just go find a doctor for Nami. Dugga, Kino. Thank you for subscribing, Sivan. I forgot that happens with the
What the? Where is that coming from?
Yeah, because we don't typically get subscribers during the stream.
Crafted flashbacks in the entire series, so it works very well as an isolated story.
Was GrandLineReview reading this week by week? Because if he's gonna argue against certain things being week by week, and then not have that perspective for other things, is it fair to denigrate something when you not have the feeling of reading it week to week when you don't for the other thing?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But in terms of arcs,
what's up,
I
Kobe?
can honestly say that I enjoyed all but 4 of them more than Drum.
Kai Zaldonix says, you guys need to do a One Piece rank villains. I'm curious who your least favorite villain is.
We could do that. Interesting. Yeah, we might need to do that one day. We could definitely get the brothers over for that.
Number 4. Fishman Island.
That's fair.
So a common trend of the picks on this list is going to be the presence of a terrible main antagonist.
That means nothing to me, though.
Yeah.
I don't care. I wouldn't care if Dressrosa had a terrible final villain. It's still a good arc to me. I wouldn't care if Whole Cake Island doesn't really have a great final villain in Dog Katakuri. It's just he's there, he's strong.
People are gonna fight you on that one.
I like Katakuri, but it's not like this big threat thing.
Oh, people gonna fight you on that one.
Leo Luster says, not threatening. He beat up the Lapins. He tried to stop Luffy, which could have killed Nami. Chopper couldn't truly harm Wapple because of Heroluk. Wapple's sex god.
Well, calm down.
And I think it's fair to say that Fishman Island has the worst main villain in the entirety of One Piece. Hody Jones is so awful that he made an otherwise interesting setting incredibly slow and tedious. But doth a bad villain make a bad arc?
But why is he awful?
Yes.
Don't just say that he is. Do you not like his reasonings behind doing things? Do you not think that he's threatening enough?
His personality.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Not necessarily. In fact, I think Fishman Island itself fell victim to a much bigger factor, which put simply is hype. Fishman Island was this far-off place that we'd been hearing about ever since East Blue, so the anticipation of finally getting there was
Jay says,
absolutely huge.
Vanderdecken might be the worst villain.
Vanderdecken's not good, but I like him.
I mean, its existence had been dropped into the series casually many times, so the fanbase was imagining that Oda would have big plans for something epic to take place there. As it turns out,
I don't care about the audience's expectations going into an arc. I don't think that that's very fair to judge an arc based upon the fan base's perception of what's going to happen on it.
And on top of that, it did, in the end, have very big implications. It's the first meeting and talking with Big Mom, which furthers that
more Joy Boy stuff.
It's Shirahoshi with the weapon.
The prophecy that Madame Shirley gives about Luffy and the Fishman Island.
The completion of Nami's story arc in regards to fish people.
There was a lot of things that happened, and you just saying that the fan base were disappointed because of all the hype. I don't know. You would have to explain what they were expecting and what they didn't get, and what they did get, how that's not enough.
I can explain a lot about why Fishman Island is not a good arc.
And we have.
But so I never need to say, oh, the hype that was leading into it.
Quite, at least not this time around. It's implied somewhat that Luffy will need to return to Fishman Island at some stage, but this first visit was a bit of a dud. I will say that it held my interest quite strongly though, mainly because it was the first arc we'd seen post-time skip. So
no, it's not the pre-leaving thing. The Return of Shaba Odi is technically the first arc.
We were still learning all about the Straw Hats and their new techniques and personalities. It was a fun time actually, but looking back on it, it certainly wasn't a high point compared to the rest of the series. Number 3, Thriller Bark.
Yeah!
So I think most of you saw this coming. Thriller Bark is a nice niche arc, I guess, but it was a definite dip in the quality of One Piece that we'd come to expect.
No, what y'all wanted was another big hype emotional roller coaster like Water 7 and Ennis Lobby was. That's why people love the Impel Down and the one after it. Because it's all that emotion and hype and all that bullshit.
Big going against the government moments as opposed to I want my shadow.
It's goofy. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of a goofy arc. And I love it. Nothing happened is Kuma is the
Gecko Mori is such a piece of garbage. Him just leaning back and fighting Luffy with the shadow, just not
Jay
even
says,
giving half a
no Thriller
crap.
Bark slander allowed.
No, it is exclusively Thriller Bark slander.
What would you think if Karabu became one of the Straw Hats? There are a lot of theories about it. I would hate it.
I don't like it. I don't think he fits.
Nope.
And I think that we have too many Straw Hats as it is when
Unless
they
it's
don't get
scary.
enough moments. Dressrosa got to be number 1 because Rebecca and all that makes
The
sense.
flashback. But that's
Silver
anime.
Heart
It can't
Soul
be because
says,
he's talking about
Called
anime.
it. I should get points for
All
calling
the
this
single
month
furries,
bullshit.
all the single furries, all the single
Punk has
furries,
it.
all the single furries.
Punk has it. I can see Punk
Because
has
he
it.
talked about how bad villains are going to be it. And it might be Baratier if his gauge is not very good villains.
To be fair, Thriller Bark had a tough act to follow. It came right after Ennis Lobby, and so it was never going to be able to match up to that. However, I didn't expect it to be quite as disappointing as it was. And once more, a lot of this is down to a terrible main antagonist, but
I love Thriller Bark. Pirate Docking 6 is the
Gecko Moria almost killed the majority of the Straw Hats. He had taken shadows from all over the world, so he had affected a lot of people's lives. We see why he's like this. I don't know what's the argument against Moria.
No.
He's a big enough threat. Let's hear him. Maybe he got something.
let's be honest, the villains in general were terrible during this arc, except for maybe Perona.
Explain why. This is your reasoning. You said that these aren't necessarily bad arcs, but you say that this is bad. You're not saying that this is bad in comparison to other One Piece villains. You're saying that he is a weak villain. Why? And it's one of those things where this is a widely accepted thing, so I don't even have to explain it. You guys know that Moria is trash. No, I would like to hear your reasonings as to why Moria is trash.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, hot, because I forgot to say that part.
And the arc did have a lot of cool moments, like the Straw Hats teaming up against Oars, Nightmare Luffy, and anything to do with Bartholomew Kuma, but in the end, they were just moments, scattered within a so-so arc. And sadly, for the first time since
Why was it so-so?
Sadly, for the first time since
reading One Piece, it got really difficult to read week to week, and I seriously...
I loved Thriller
That's
Bark.
when I started week to week.
Yes. I caught up during Thriller Bark.
Considered taking a few months away just to read the chapters in bulk. Of course, I didn't end up doing that, but this arc made me seriously consider it.
I have no idea what his reasonings as to why he doesn't like that arc. That was horrible.
Now we're at number 2. That was 3.
2. Long Ring, Long Land.
No! No! Come on, you piece of
Foxy is the hypest, yo.
Foxy the Silver Fox? Today? Are you really doing this? No!
Move this man!
Come on now!
Mighty Jew Hansen says, Tap TF out.
Tap the f out.
Move this man!
I'm just so tired of this stupid shit.
Alright, a disclaimer here. I love Foxy. I think he's hilarious. And I had a fantastic time during this arc. The issue is that as much as I loved it, it really is an arc of pure comedy and not much else of substance.
So what? It's comedy. It's characters interacting. You get a nice come down after the big in Sky Island, and you get one of the most emotional arcs in One Piece coming up. It is 19
perfect.
chapters in and out. Plus, you get Aokiji. Foxy, you said that you like him. Why is this bad if you think that this is comedy and you like him?
I'm just so tired of this
Stakes and drama.
This was good.
This was such a good film.
Luffy using his mind with the mirrors. You can't, dude. This is trash.
I'm waiting for the TTS. Unless you're a broke
Cyberman
boy.
Worf says, the bit where Luffy is trying to find Foxy and he is just in different disguises is legit one of my favorite moments in One Piece.
Absolute fantastic.
Master Jinx says, how does he have these arcs that are complete stories below Whiskey Peak and Reverse Mountain, which are just plot set up instead of actual stories on their own?
I honestly just don't even know. I don't know what he values is a big thing. And he's not explaining it. He just goes, Thriller Bark is a so-so arc with a lot of good moments and a bad villain. What the are you talking about?
So it's funny, it's really funny, but I expect more than that because One Piece is so much more than just a simple gag series.
And it's showing that it's more than that, and it's showing that it can also be that.
You got the tension of the crew potentially being broken up. That happened. Can Luffy beat this guy? That was
Isaiah
tension there.
Avila says, but the arc had stakes, the crew was almost disbanded.
Oh,
Hard Voter Man says, you already know what I mean.
Yep, that's all it is. You already know what the issue of this arc is, so moving on. Number 3, this arc. You know why. Let's go to number 2.
It wasn't even just comedy because you got the dude with the stilts and the horse and
Zoro and Sanji getting beat the up.
This is just horrible.
In addition to that, the island itself is pretty one note. Everything is tall, cool. Other than that, pretty sparse and visually uninteresting. The best part about this arc is its ending, where we meet Aokiji for the first time, but that really speaks to the potential of future arcs rather than the quality of this one.
But it's still in this arc.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it has Afro Luffy, but I'm afraid not even his enhanced powers can save this from being one of the worst arcs in the series. Still highly enjoyable, but I'm afraid that with nothing but comedy, just doesn't stand up to the large majority of arcs.
You just named Aokiji, so it's not nothing but comedy.
Number 1, Syrup Village.
I didn't even think this could be possible.
Come on now.
I don't know what it is about Syrup.
What does it do to people?
I don't know what this arc does to people. It's a good arc.
I've not heard why it's bad.
Or do you think we're going to get it here?
No, we haven't yet. Kuro's a great villain. I just want to live in peace. I've got this plan that I've put together, and I'm going to carry it out now. What's...
Banned. Gone. Forever.
Stepping way back into the era of East Blue, we're going to shine an unfortunate spotlight onto Usopp's introduction into the series. At this point, One Piece was ever so young, but exceptionally promising, featuring a young boy with cool powers, a badass swordsman, and a sassy navigator/thief. So when we all set off to recruit the next member of this amazing crew, I think we all expected a bit more than Usopp.
I don't care about
the expectations.
You cannot argue about what the expectations were back then.
That's it, I'm going over there.
And on top of that, you go, yeah, Aokiji was cool, but that speaks to what's coming in the future. But now we're using past of just like in the moment. We all expect it, even though Usopp now is amazing.
This is a horrible argument.
This is terrible. We expected the next person to be strong and cool and awesome, and we got Usopp.
But he's useful.
His initial design was strenuous on the eyes. His
Chris Mitchell
yeah,
says, Hall of Fame.
Manga.
Sure.
Manga was
100%.
rough.
He was
a rough boy.
He is a very of the
Carboner Man
times
says,
for an African.
everyone agrees with me, so I won't explain myself. What kind of reasoning is this?
That's purely what it is. Otherwise, why wouldn't you? That's always what I have to say. Why wouldn't you explain yourself to the best of your abilities? You said that the Thriller Bark was a so-so arc. Do you think that you've explained yourself to the best of your abilities? If you have a time frame, why do you have a time frame of a 7-minute video? Why not just make he might have made it just a Thriller Bark video. I don't know. Yeah. But if you're just gonna do that, just at least do the DBZ Imran of go on over here to this video for the full explanation. What we're doing here. But I don't know why you think that that's a bad arc. And that's a problem in the video.
Neri says, I think Kuro is more scary and threatening in the live action of One Piece.
He was
more like a psychopathic slasher
he
villain.
Was great.
It was real horror movie.
But the moment where my mind always flashes back to Kuro is just him standing over Kaya with his nails.
Just like I could do it.
Nobody would know. But that's not part of my plan.
Thank you for the super chat, Isaiah. Say something, you piece of shit.
Personality not so likable, and his weapon of choice was a fairly lame slingshot.
Pause. What was Nami's weapon of choice? It was a stick.
It was a stick
at the time, of course.
Yeah, we're only talking about at the time.
Luffy punches,
but with a stretch.
Come on now with this.
How strong is Zoro?
Yeah, I love Usopp, but it took me until around Alabasta to get there. At this point in the story...
I loved Usopp here, where he's crying after everybody hits him and goes, hey guys, everything's cool.
Wrong.
Nothing's happening.
Why didn't you like Usopp here? What was it in Alabasta that made you like him? Was it his loyalty to the person that he cares about? Like what happened here?
Dragon Instinct Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku.
Arlong Park, you didn't even in Arlong Park. That didn't even do it. It took Alabasta.
Nah, GrandLineReview is worthless. Throw him in the trash.
Worthless. Where was he on that tier list? We're gonna have to go back to the tier list real quick once we're done with this.
Usopp good frame 1. Legit. Out the gate, I got all these pirates and they're surrounding you.
I think it's because he's made individual arc reviews on these beforehand. I very sincerely hope so. Because this is a lack of explanation. But even then, if he did, he can give the Cliff Notes version of those reviews. If those reviews, each review of those are like 9 minutes, how can he not extrapolate 2 minutes of arguments out of those to go, here's the arcs and the issues?
This kid had no business being here for me. The island itself was fairly boring, your stock standard peaceful East Blue stuff, and the enemies were fairly disappointing as well. Well, except for Django.
They were just disappointing.
As a YouTuber who laughed like a giggling schoolgirl, I don't like going to other videos to gather the whole context on someone's take.
I appreciate the reference of a giggling schoolgirl. That's old head references.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get that now. You tanny bastards aren't gonna get that.
But if you just go, whatever his favorite arc is, let's just say that it's Water 7 in his life. If you just go fairly disappointing villains, he'd be like, whoa, what the are you talking about? Well, what the are you talking about?
Village suffers a lot more in retrospect because you know the amazingness that is just around the corner with Baratier onwards. But you have
the argument of better things are coming. So your arguments are so all over the place. You're arguing for weekly. You're arguing for in the past. You're arguing for things to come.
What you felt in the present at that moment.
Through this arc first. And all in all, it's just a pretty lame arc, and I would say the worst in the series. And that pretty much does it for the top 5 worst arcs in One Piece. I want to stress again that worst does not necessarily mean bad, but these
Ruiner
are definitely the
Nergigante
arcs I
says,
enjoyed least
side
in the
note,
series.
I was surprised that Thriller Bark name dropped Kaido and Wano. Also, like the introduction of Law, Kid, and Rayleigh.
Oh yeah.
Master Jinx says, he has to stop slandering my boy. He was my favorite Straw Hat from his introduction. Him in this arc is why I started loving One Piece, and Koro is amazing.
Yeah, but no, fairly lame. Landscape.
That was like a 9.
Yeah, 9. He sucks.
Yeah, he's very bad.
Where did we put him on our tier list?
While you're doing that, I'm gonna do Grand Line Reviews. Syrup Village.
The Almighty Jew Hansen says, WTF is up with the expectation BS. What was he expecting each arc? If it's early on, you don't got enough to fully know what you get into. If it's late, you should have known what you will get.
Absolutely.
Oh man, he's got a huge chonker of a Syrup Village arc review. 5 minutes.
I thought you were going so high.
Oh man. Put your kids to bed. Snuggle in for this one. It's a coming. You know what? Can we watch that?
We can throw that on real quick. Grand Line Reviews was in.
No, the shaky.
Oh, I think that was he had a name, so I didn't have it up there. I think we put him in atrocious though.
So the Syrup Village was 5 years ago, and the video we just watched was 6 years ago.
Oh no, this video came out before then. No,
Yes.
that's worthless.
So the excuse of him having a review already is not true, unless it's a re-upload. That's always a possibility.
Nani the Goat says, can we get some Mark Naruto review?
What do we want to do here?
I'd like to hear what he says about Syrup Village.
There we go.
Because I don't know what the argument is.
Grand Line Review. Syrup Village.
Thriller Bark is 9 minutes.
Cool.
Why don't we just go ahead and add that as well?
What are we doing here, buddy? What?
That's what we're doing.
That's not an argument.
Gino Taku 91 says, so Wano can be the worst arc because of all the messy plot holes?
Sure. Absolutely, according to him. Oh, but then he would go, it looks interesting. The villains.
Of course. No. What's his favorite arc? Because he did a One Piece arc, every arc ranked.
It's gonna be the war arc.
Yes.
Yeah, no. It's the hype, it's the bush, it's the same with everybody else.
Is.
They don't deserve the series. Yeah, no, that's what the people pick. That's the most basic bit answer, and he seems to be a basic bit.
KEPTALKIN says, Dristy's Wano revisited when?
Never.
Yeah, I think he's given up.
Yeah, I think he's finished. I don't think he wants it no more.
Hello and
Nani
welcome
the
to the
Goat
Grand
says,
Line Review,
Now meet me on Joy Road for not picking Mark.
your source for everything One Piece. Today we are going to pick
Joy
up right where we
Road
left
is
off in
murder
One Piece
capital.
history and jump straight into an arc review of Syrup Village. And when I say straight into, well, I actually lied. We have some business to sort out first, and that is the random chapter with Gaimon. It doesn't fit into the Orange Town or Syrup Village arc, however, it is incredibly important to be present here. Once again, I'm not exactly sure why they decided to change the order around like 18 manga chapters and 9 anime episodes, and I'm not going to lie, it's one of my least favorite arcs in the entire series, if not the least favorite. So fun fact, when I first became aware of One Piece, it was due to the 4Kids dub airing on Cartoon Network. However, the episode I caught was during the Syrup Village arc, and I pretty much changed the channel as soon as Usopp appeared. I did not take to Usopp very well at all, so an arc centering around him is
Carboterman says, Grand Line Review does a lot of Hunter x Hunter content as well.
Of course he does.
I've
Jay
got a
says,
couple on the list.
Watch his top 5 best arcs.
It's fine. We got it. But I don't think that it's
Your thing plays trash.
But just going based on the 4Kids, you've already formulated your opinion. That's not worth bringing up.
Yes.
Because the 4Kids has a lot of issues. That's not a slight against this arc that you're lambasting the 4Kids episode as you're jumping in to a random episode of an anime that you don't know about 30 episodes in, and it's the 4Kids. That does not mean that this is bad.
Definitely something that holds very little appeal.
The Almighty Jew Hansen says, I feel bad for GrandLineReview. I got into op because of his op videos along with Tekken.
Yeah, everybody gets into something because of somebody else, and sometimes that creator can eventually go, or you can grow out of that creator, or
And they
anything.
go mask off, and you go, "Oh no, they are a bum."
This is especially true in the manga because Usopp's original design was utter
Four
trash.
Kids versions of
And
straight
over
up
time,
different
he
show, yeah.
gradually turned into what we all know and love today. But originally, he was an eyesore. In addition to that,
he looked very
Okay.
ugly.
So, here's what you do: you showcase
Nami
what
the
his
goat
original
says,
design is.
For kids gave us dessert do and shove off.
Yes, desert doo-doo, exactly. But you showcase it because now we have to go out and look for it. You showcase what his original design is, and then a later version as he's looking like straight up or whatever.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Or the head up,
But
arms crossed thing.
is the easiest thing to do possible. And this is this exact same argument before where it was just, it's an eyesore and that's it.
his personality was cowardly and unlikable, although I will say that after learning about his childhood and how he
Pause.
was
But he's trying.
Yes.
You see what happens when it's time to nut up. He goes, do I let her die or no? Even if I gotta do it alone, I'm gonna do it. He was shaking, but he had the conviction. Yes, he's cowardly, but he's more than that. Are you gonna lambaste motherfuckers on their single character trait? Get that. What
Their
are you?
initial single character trait.
For the sake of his mother, it did draw me into his character a bit more. But that's all way at the end of this arc. As for the arc itself, I think everything happens very slowly, even in the manga, but especially in the anime. And it is quite difficult to get through it.
It's slow. His design was ugly. I didn't think he was likable until the end of the arc.
Yo, he's real bad.
He's real bad. My boy is beautiful. Shut up. Thank you for the super chat, Jake.
In fact, whenever I introduce someone to the series, I usually warn them that this point in the manga or the anime is as bad as it's going to get. And once you get through it, it's a straight line to glory.
Pause. And what do we know about why he doesn't like this arc? He's talking about recommending it to people, and so far, 2 minutes into this, he's talked about Gaimon, and he's talked about the design. He's talked about how he's not a coward, how he's a coward. Nothing about the villain, nothing about the story arc. He said it's slow. What is slow about it? What would you take out to speed up?
Usopp slander during Black History Month is
You
crazy.
hate to see it.
This arc doesn't just suffer because of Usopp. There is also the presence of the primary antagonist, Captain Kuro. This genius tactician, hailed as the second smartest man in East Blue, concocts a plan to become a butler for 3 years in order to eventually secure the fortunes of a wealthy girl named Kaya. And if there's a part of this story I will give credit to, and trust me, there aren't many parts like this, it is here, because the idea of a pirate just trying to retire and get out of the game is pretty cool, and I don't think we've really seen it since in the series. With that said, his plan involved him doing something he absolutely hated for 3 whole years of his life.
Yes, so it would be believable once the will is written that she would leave it to the butler that is there.
And it showcases his conviction to grin and bear that.
Why is this a problem?
What's the issue here?
When he could have easily just burst in, slaughtered the entire family, stolen the fortune, and retired somewhere nice.
No, because then people would be hunting for Captain Kuro. They believe Captain Kuro is dead so he can quietly retire. If he's back doing it, they're gonna go, oh, this is the marks of Kuro.
Yeah. What is the option there? You say he goes off and retires someplace else. Where? Why? How?
If he's being a hunted, wanted man.
Even if he's not, even if he just steals in the middle of the night, bang, bang, dead. He still has to get that money and then just go off someplace else. Yeah, I'm just this rich guy. Don't look up my picture or anything as he look off in Captain Kuro. You just rock up with 500 million berry. You think people aren't going to be like, what do you do? How did you gain this money? You can't just be like, he just goes off somewhere and still. No.
Instead, Kuro's long-form plan is foiled by a cohort of rookie pirates and a boy with a
Nami the
slingshot.
goat says,
Hey, so
Kuro
is
literally said he wants to live here because everyone loves and trusts him.
easy. So is in 80% of the thing, Grand Line. Do you think Sandman
Croc
was beaten by a bunch of rookies? One motherfucker on that ship had a bounty.
You can't say that. I would like to hear your argument that Luffy was stronger going into Crocodile versus going into Kuro. In what way, other than battle experience? He did not get any measurable amount of strength more than that. So he's basically the same up with a little more experience, and it didn't help him because he
Ruiner
almost
Nergadante
died
says,
once. He almost
he has some
died
badass
twice.
moments as well. Alabasta, when he said there's a time when a man must stand up and fight, probably paraphrasing, and he helped defeat the enemies.
Mwah, mwah. You can beat this out of me, but you don't make fun of Luffy. That moth's alive, and he's already beaten Crocodile to death.
It's such a ridiculous shame because the idea of Kuro is incredibly cool.
Pause. Your idea is not a grand plan. It is a snatch and
It is
run.
a pirate.
It's a pirate.
Typical pirate. Just run in, snatch the and leave.
You're going, it's a great idea that he wants to retire, but he just does that in just killing somebody and just taking the money and dipping.
Combat style and any flashback featuring him during his pirate days is fascinating. I would have much preferred to see Pirate Captain Kuro.
Silverheart Soul says, he is the complete opposite of Usopp. Usopp lies for all the time but is also showing his true self. Where Kuro is always lying, even when he's showing his better self.
Absolutely.
That's a good looking.
And you're looking at it like, I would have liked to have seen Pirate Kuro. Kuro does not want to be a pirate. Yeah. That is dead to him. You just wanted a different character.
Mm-hmm. You just wanted Krieg, just rock up, I'm a pirate, raw slash.
Retirement butler Kuro we got. His crew, while designed uniquely, were a bit off for my taste, and I speak specifically of the Meow Band brothers. Or
love them.
Called. These guys just don't hit me at all, and in the anime, I remember it taking far, far too long for Zoro to defeat these jokes.
Like
On the other hand, we have Django the Hypnotist, who was pretty cool, actually.
So, his argument is, they don't hit for me. It took too long to defeat them.
I don't like them, and they were there for too long.
This dude is worthless when it comes to analyzing media. This is you reviewing something, explaining why you like or dislike something. And you're just going, it didn't hit for me.
This is a triple episode for us.
He had a nice healthy dose of comedy about him and a pretty threatening power, but to me he was criminally underutilized.
Was it 2
and
episodes?
defeated in a pretty...
What?
Blaze said it was 2 episodes. But I don't think it was 2 episodes of...
just them fighting.
Yeah.
lame manner by Usopp. Okay, I need to stop hating on Usopp, but honestly, I credit his original design and the Syrup Village arc in conjunction with the 4Kids dub as the reason why One Piece never really took off in the Western world.
You can't say that the Syrup Village arc is one of the reasons why it didn't take off. You cannot say that.
Categorically can't say that. That's the goofiest thing
That's
I've ever
insane. I don't like this. So it's one of the reasons why, not the horrible dub that was going on. Well, they just wholesale took out arcs.
The vast majority of our consumption of Japanese media in the West at the time was anime. Manga sales were not hitting like that. It was shocking to see a manga in any type of bookstore. You were watching an anime, and you were watching an anime through the weekly serialization of Toonami, of the animation block, of WB Kids, what have you. To just say that the original design of the manga and the Syrup Village arc as a whole,
a 10-episode arc as a whole contributed to it not taking off in the West. That is insane to say.
Why did JoJo's take off in the West? Because people hate the first part.
Why?
And it's 9 episodes.
Why indeed? They're literally big meat mountain men. They're not well designed. If you want to talk about the manga, we're going to talk about the 6 elbow shots. And where he's twisting his whole body.
I am here. Like, what are you doing?
This is nuts to just proclaim that straight-faced out the gate.
Yeah, okay, he also said as well as the 4Kids dub, but to believe that the manga had it is categorically the 4Kids dub.
No, to think that this contributed in any way, that somebody went, oh man, this dub is bad, but this arc is also super bad. To think that contributed enough to bring it up is insane.
It is the 4 kids and it is the wacky designs of One Piece.
He's going, the 4 kids, that was 70%. Usopp's initial design, that was 5%. This arc itself, it was 10%. Just to bring it up means that it contributed enough to enough people.
Do you think that sometimes the fights in One Piece take too long? For example, Luffy versus Don Krieg.
The fights are the weakest aspect of One Piece. Like, by far the weakest aspect.
And yeah, we're getting over it now, but still, this barrier held this amazing series back for at least a decade.
You think the barrier of Syrup Village, a 10-episode arc, a 19-chapter manga arc, held back the entirety of One Piece?
Inaccessible.
It's so inaccessible.
This arc is lava spewing from this mug.
It is the 4 Kids dub. By the time the 4 Kids dub was wrapped up and we got a good dub, we're talking 150 episodes to catch up in right now. And then by the time it got really good, we're talking like 400 or 500 episodes people are looking at where they're like, oh.
Yeah, it starts on episode 9. So they got through 8 episodes just going, no, I dig it. And then it just falls off a cliff like, nah, I guess I'm done. I'm not skipping this or nothing. I guess I'm just done forever with this. Barrier put up.
What I will say for Usopp is that he did have a nice relationship with Kaya, and I do love how he made it his mission to cheer her up every day by doing what he does best, lying. And just as Buggy did in Orangetown, Usopp was at least able to expand the One Piece world by way of his father Yasop, who was a member of Shanks' crew and someone Luffy met as a child. So that was a nice way of instantly bonding Luffy and Usopp, because otherwise I legitimately had a lot of difficulty understanding why Luffy asked him to join the crew. I mean, then again,
they were friends. Luffy asked everybody.
Luffy had also asked Gaimon to join the crew a few chapters prior, so he was probably less picky and pretty desperate for members at this stage.
No, he just picked people he liked. He still picks people that he liked. He asked a dead walking tree to be his crewmate. And he don't care.
He saw him do this shot in the beginning of the arc where he shot at their feet. So he's like, okay, this guy can shoot.
In my opinion, the best thing to come out of the Syrup Village arc was the addition of the Going Merry. Of course, knowing Merry's eventual fate, reading this moment again comes off as quite bittersweet, but I'm certainly thrilled anytime I get to see Merry again. And really, I think that about does it for Syrup Village.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's awful.
He's a terrible.
He's legitimately awful.
I can't believe this guy blew. It had to just be this guy is pumping out so much One Piece material.
No, yeah, it's the
and he
same
is
thing.
one of them One Piece guys.
It's like geekdom, where he is a Dragon Ball guy. You go to this channel for Dragon Ball stuff. You go to this channel for One Piece stuff, and you watch videos like this, and it's just like, oh, I'm just not getting anything.
He sucks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's no rating here. I'm not rating this.
No, yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah,
It's a bump in the road for me, and an arc I always need to force myself to slog through.
Legitimately barrier of entry for the West.
The almighty
I
G.
can't
Hansen
believe
says,
it.
Hey ISNRT op good Grand Line no because Syrup Village wano Grand Line okay now we out of the dark age of Syrup Village.
Just out of the
Silver
dark
Heart Soul
ages.
says, me why people don't want to watch One Piece, the 1000 plus episodes, chapters. GLR no, I was the 19 chapters, 20 episodes of Syrup Village.
It was just that, and that's what did it.
But it really doesn't stand up to the rest of the series in any way, shape, or form. Next week, we are going to be jumping into the Baratie arc, a
He sucks.
Yeah, he's really, really bad.
I can't believe how bad he is.
He is shockingly bad. And again, I've not heard a convincing argument as to why this could be considered a bottom 5 arc. And I see
The worst arc.
A lot of people put it like bottom 5.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of tier makers put it bottom 5. I have still not heard a legitimate argument.
I guess
Luffy literally asked Brooke to
Nani the
join
Goat
after their
says,
first conversation.
Still Writer Month when?
No, thank you.
No. I'm gonna go to a random part in that Mark one.
Which one?
The Naruto. I just want to hear what he's talking about.
That's fine.
Cotton Candy Hope says,
As long as it's not the
this man sits on a throne of suck.
You can. The massive review is all of them combined.
Okay.
Be careful of going to the Sasuke retrieval arc because we went there. You said you're going to a random part, right?
We went there.
We already did those.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But why are you going to the episodes? The massive review is just all of them put together.
Yeah, all the episodes. I'm just going to a random episode.
Why not just go to a random part in the massive review?
Oh my god! Because I didn't want to go to the Sasuke one. Oh, he timestamps them. Okay, that's cool. Let's just go here.
I had absolutely no idea.
We heard this.
Yeah, we're cooked. We're out of here, y'all. This is cookery. That's unbelievable. We are cooked.
I ain't cooked.
We are cooked. We as a whole collective are
I
cooked.
forgot he did the genius of Luffy.
I'm not going to that.
Go to that.
Why?
You know what I hate about online anime discourse? You could be riding high off the back of watching your favorite show. You could be expressing why
I
you
don't
love it.
care. I am not gonna let people affect my love of something.
So much, and inevitably, you'll get someone chiming in with a comment like, chill out, it's not that deep, bro. Like, there are most certainly ways
Okay, whatever. Don't listen to them mouths. Listen to substantive people making points because they're gonna say that about anything and everything that they don't like or maybe not even have seen.
MF Curry says, Tanny, we are cooked. March month is coming.
No.
intellectualizing our favorite stories. And hey, if your relationship with a movie ends with the credits, then more power to you.
Okay, let's...
Trait of Luffy's front and center for all of us to enjoy, and as a result facilitates one of the most timeless story experiences I've ever had while reading manga.
He never stops with the hyperbolic subject. He just never...
Everything is the most or the best X that I've ever engaged with in media.
This week.
A series of deceptions are made by Nami, who's fooled her whole town into hating her.
But not that bad in my opinion.
Who
They
bears
was
witness
just
to another emphatic action from Nami, stabbing her own shoulder where the symbol of her
Oh, he's just saying what happened here.
Sets forth a devastating outburst brought on by insecurity.
He's just saying what happened.
Can we go to the very, very end to the wrap up?
And people to their will through magic and political influence. When all of that is present in your story, and your most powerful moments can still be a kid placing a hat on a young girl's head, or a moment of utter despair when one falls to his knees, then that is when you know you are dealing with something truly special, something with artistic substance, and in the case of Monkey D. Luffy, an unmistakably genius character. If you want to make sure you see my coverage of the other Straw Hat Pirates in this video series, be sure to subscribe.
No! No! He's doing them all! He's gonna do Jinbei!
Oh, he's gonna do Jinbei.
Do not ask for Mark Jinbei. You will be kind. Alright? Are we all clear here? We got it? We're good?
You will
no
be
is
kind.
the answer. No.
You will be tired.
Okay? We're good? It ain't happening. I will not sit through that.
Y'all can keep saying Ipo all day. That don't mean to me. I'm not going to the Ipo.
No. We ain't doing
We're not doing
Mark Jinbei. Chills. No. Loyal Knight of the... Get that?
One of the most prolific and what am I looking for? Imposing figures in all of manga.
Already had connection with Luffy through 8. Shut up.
And you would think a character that everyone fears so much would be this big
Alfonso
imposing
Rodriguez says,
figure. But
Just wait for
at
viewer
his
request
heart,
month 4.
you can see the lovable child that is within when he smiles goofily, and then he puts down the mug against Big Mom, and him the awesome.
Not only is he super lovable, but he's strong. One of the
Spice
strong.
says, Have to choose one to ban. Can't be both Jimby or Ippo.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, well, hey, there is no choice here. We can end the stream.
We can do whatever we want. We can do neither, and that's the option.
Yes. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You can only choose one. Based on what?
Only them months can bust into our room and start demanding
Chris the
stuff.
Chump says, please, never mark Ippo.
Never.
Never, ever.
Thank you for the super chat, Soul. Come on, everyone. They can't time all of You test that theory.
Scroll through his channel real quick. What else has he done recently? Because I can't remember what he has been rocking.
Yeah.
Oh, he did the Yu in One Piece.
Oh, he did Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yes, he did. You know he did.
Oh, no.
You don't remember that.
No, I didn't.
DBZ filler.
Oh, no. No.
This one's for you, Mark.
Why, Mark? Why would you?
I don't think that he has 2 hours and a half of things to say for Last of Us. That's going to be a lot of synopsis.
Where you at?
What? I'm so tired of this.
That is going to be a lot of synopsis, boys.
What?
There have been incredible film
This is synopsis, boy. Oh, boy. Get in there.
Oh, this is synopsis, boy.
We never left.
Oh, my Lord. It's synopsis, boys. Stop recommending things. We're not doing it.
Hope says, Three Kings Mark, can't believe no one told me this last arc was borked. Everyone has said that forever, Mark.
I can see him saying that, and I'm sure he did. I forgot about all this Bleach stuff. Oh, he did say he wasn't going to do 1,000-Year Blood War until it finished.
Yep.
What is his... Go to the every Dragon Ball arc. What's his finale with that?
Today...
What's his conclusion? Go to the end to see
I'm
if
trying
he
to
has
see
a
if
good
it...
tier list.
Oh, yep. Okay, there it was.
131 of Super is breathtaking in all of the best ways, both
Yeah,
narratively and visually, thanks to the likes of
Narratively?
one of the coolest moments. Maybe 30
Mark Jinbei month? What do you mean by that?
Kidding. What is
that
new
was my
series?
fault. I
I'm
hit
definitely not the
way
first person
something.
to mention this. 100 and
Highs
this arc
Aldonic
would get a
says,
much better ranking
come on
in
you
this
two,
list.
you, Jim
The
Pay or
moral
Ippo.
arc.
You
No.
choose your
Being
poison
perfectly
already.
It's not happening. Shut up.
Or around the Boo arc. And that should do it. Tier entry, I think, at least for now. Maybe below or around the Boo arc.
You can't pause the state of you. Resurrection F is in D, whereas Super 17 is in F. Universe Survival is in C. Saiyan arc, of course. Freeze.
MF Curry says, what about Mark Demon Slayer? He is gonna talk about the angles and the big theme.
No, he is absolutely. That's going hit. Future Trunks in B.
Yo.
Get out of
Goku
here.
Black and B is nuts.
Get out of here.
That's crazy. I wouldn't on my worst day.
In what universe?
How could you possibly ever in your life think that? All right,
What
man.
did he not like about the universe traveling GT stuff? Because the Black Star Dragon Ball arc is there. He really doesn't like GT.
Yeah.
Move this man!
Alrighty then. We're good.
That's a weeble, I guess.
That is a weeble. Episode coming tomorrow.
Correct. Might even come up tonight for bums if I'm feeling it.
It's something we've never talked about. Well, we did talk about. We never made an episode on it. So it's half of a because reasons, baby.
Dude, it's legitimately half of because reasons.
And that's
He
how it
Hungers
goes.
for Host
sometimes.
says, Baby Vegeta should be S tier.
It's such a good arc. Jinbei is based? What are you talking about, sir?
Yeah, he's based on a piece of shit.
And he's accurate.
I am based.
That song is...
Meme Spice
I've heard
says,
it.
Could we see what Mark says on the gay episode of Last of Us?
No.
You know what he says.
It's so
Progressive,
beautiful.
breathtaking narrative. Eat it.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon.
This is what we're going out
Shit
on.
out of my fucking ass. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am. I can't say a factual
He
observation.
went
Shut
nuts.
the fuck up.
Who?
Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. He's doing it mean. This is crazy. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Lick my ball. Eat it.
Based.
Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farm. I want to mail you a spoon on a daily fucking basis.
Feels a racist.
Feels a sexist. Feels this. Feels that. I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass.
I am
and
who
lick
I
my
am.
balls.
I am king.
Fucking eat it.
Base.
So good.
He's doing it mean. This is strange. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. I
Bring
am
the
who
brothers
I
back
am.
in. They're gone. Thank you for the super chat, Jake. They don't live with us.
And I had a segment where I got incredibly animated and emotional.
So good.
It's so good.
It was racist.
On a daily basis.
It was a racist. Kiwi Farms.
I want to mail you a spoon.
What the was he talking about? Mailing people spoons.
Before I go, anyone playing Power World? Mike and Ralph play it basically weekly. They're always playing it. They stream it constantly over on 2200 on the Twitch.
Hey, Deku, shut up, you nerd!
They're big into it.
Back to back, really? Every day. It was a racist. On a daily basis. Racist.
That's so good. All right, we're out of here. Yep.
Watch the episode tomorrow. I think it's a very good one. It was fun.
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
That's a shove off. Yeah, and no announcements or anything.
Yeah, we're not doing anything special next week. I don't think. Yep, nope. Just regular stuff. We should be back to our regular schedule for a while.
We out.